Hello, Wastelanders! And everyone else out there in post-apocalyptia who are sealed up inside because they have no place else to go. Oh.
Arriving just in time.
Oh my gosh.
Hello?
I was just making my intro too. We are live, FYI.
Oh, okay. How do I sound right now? Is it too much echo?
Maybe just a tad, if you can fix it. Otherwise, it's fine.
Okay, okay, be right back.
Ironically, Chris sounds like the one who just got up rather than me.
Which it should be nighttime for her.
Yeah, it is, for both of you. That's why I planned it so early. That's why I set my alarm on a Sunday, which is awful.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of perfect, because it is 6 p.m. now, so I am, like, having a pre-dinner pie, and I'm perfectly conscious for once.
Oh, there's gonna be lots of pie tonight. No, just kidding. Actually, I found a lot of very wholesome rated E for every pwn stories so that we can keep Chris around for a while.
Woo!
And then I have a few more that we can delve into later. And on top of whatever the people have brought us in our What the FIC suggestions, because this is our first episode since we've expanded the Discord by busting open the floodgates to all the survivors outside of Diamond City.
Right? We are now so open to the public, which has actually been really, really great. It's kept, like, the Discord channel got a lot busier.
Oh, yeah, breathe new life into it.
Exactly. Oh, Web showed us here.
Hey, Web.
His mic appears to be off, but we do have him in the call.
Fantastic.
Was that you? Oh, God, really? There's a quarantine?
I knew there had to be something like this. In honor, because the other thing, for those of you in the future watching this from, some old videotapes in the basement of a Fallout shelter, this happens to be the age of Corona Pona, who has been trotting her way across the world for 5 months now? Something like that? I don't know. Time has kind of lost all meaning to me. So...
Well, I think it's been around for a bit longer, but we went into lockdown in South Africa 4 months ago in, like, mid-March. We have been in lockdown since then. In fact, we're about to go into even stricter lockdown. Like, they had briefly opened the schools here, like, very limited, and apparently they're closing them again because South Africa just hit the ninth worst rate of infections in the world.
Woo!
But we have some of the least. We have one of the smallest mortality numbers.
Yeah, and California opened up for a whole, 3 weeks, and then it's all back down again. So it was so funny watching the Disney ad about, oh, welcome back to the park. We're reopening, and then immediately back down.
Right?
I at least hope their service workers got one good paycheck before it went down again.
As Scrollkeeper says in the comments section, they've stopped beer sales again.
I know. Yeah, you guys are living in prohibition. That's even crazier.
And they've had cigarettes be banned since March.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Sale of cigarettes has been banned. Although their logic, their reason for it was being hysterical.
Did he come on TV and be like, you should be vaping anyway, old man?
Oh my God.
No, so basically what they said was, no. When someone smokes a Zol, they put the saliva on the Zol and they share it with their friends.
Oh.
Who the fuck shares a cigarette with their friends? That's dumb.
Oh my God, we got Neil too. It really is the apocalypse.
Everybody? Hey guys. What's up?
So that was their reasoning was, So cigarettes are banned, alcohol is banned, moving around, leaving the house after between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. is banned. Schools are closing down again, so we've stepped a little bit deeper into lockdown now.
Hell yeah. And yes, Chris, we can't hear you.
Burning. It's crazy.
Damn, we got everyone showing up. Should we have everyone introduce themselves then? Should we just go down the list? Since we do have a bonus, a +1 in the call.
Yes, we have a +1. Hello, I guess most of you know who I am. I'm Chris. I'm also voicing Carmina and Fidget. And I have with me here my dearest for the first time.
Hello.
Can you guys hear him?
What do we call you besides dearest?
We call him Dearest. That is his name.
Solace.
Solace?
Sunlight? That's in English.
Yeah,
call him Sunlight.
Norway.
Okay, I was going to say, like, Quantum of Solace, that was the worst of the new 007 movies.
I'm down to call him Dearest.
I am too, actually. We'll probably stick with that.
I think his name is Dearest now.
He is the OC on the far right of the screen, being covered by the 8.
Guys, he said he's down with it. It's okay. You guys can also call him Dearest.
Who's down with it?
You don't exactly have a choice in the matter. No, I'll be honest. I did not expect this many people this early. So let me see if what other
I didn't even know you guys were streaming. I just got a notification saying that you were streaming, so I was like, I'm gonna go and say hi. Hi.
Hello, Needle. Long time no hear.
Yeah, I've been working my ass off. I work 6 days a week trying to cover bills and everything. I was actually going to go out and work today, but
you're not part of the club. Here's your pin.
Right. I was going to go out and work today just to make a little extra money, but I found out the city I'm working in, it's illegal to do door-to-door sales on Sunday. Thank you, Republicans. So I can't go out and work today. So I'm staying home and trying to not die. My 3 of my coworkers have now been diagnosed with corona, so they're home.
Fuck.
That's what I call a hostile work environment.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, there's like 14 of us, and right now, a majority of us, I think 8 of us are at home. 3 of us have corona. And then the rest are staying home because their family members have been diagnosed with corona. So it's fun. And it drives me nuts because my coworkers, they won't wear their fucking masks. And then whenever I say, hey guys, put your mask over your nose as opposed to over your mouth, they look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, why would I do that, Needle? Why would I can't breathe if the mask is over my nose? And I was like, yeah, but it's a respiratory infection. It goes in through your nose as well. So
Oh my God,
if you want to die, that's cool.
I've seen so many people out who just wear just over their mouths and not over their nose. Like, the fuck do you think? How do you think a mask works?
Right. And then I saw this thing, and now I cannot not think of it this way. It's like wearing a mask under your nose is like wearing your pants like this, and it was this little sketch of like somebody wearing their pants just under their penis, and the little penis was flopping out.
Well,
So
I mean,
now it just looks like your face penis. That's
how you do it.
Penis is sticking out of your pants. So now I just think of that anytime I see somebody doing that. The little face penis is sticking out of their mask.
We call it a face penis now. Noses have been banned.
Noses have been banned. The word nose is a dirty word. It is now face penis.
I'll stick the noses.
You just use
I think
my
the
God.
noses too.
and it applies across the board.
You know,
I've been playing,
Web shooter. You and I, we can call it boopers.
I love that.
Yes.
Hoopers it is.
Yes.
I've been playing Fallout New Vegas again, and I'm playing the Big Mountain DLC. And I couldn't stop laughing at the whole part where the robots are talking to each other. and Dr. Klein is like, "What are these little penises sticking off of her feet?" Those are toes, Dr.
yes.
Klein.
Because he didn't know what fingers
Punch
were.
beats them.
It's just like your penis-covered feet.
I'm gonna
What the
switch
hell?
from my webcam to gaming headphones. See if to help minimize any echo or whatever. So excuse me for a quick moment.
There's actually not a lot of echo, so.
Sketchy Rivet, super chat stuffy, $10.
Woo!
I have to ask Vermont, in what way does that make sense with banning alcohol and cigarette? Besides, during a pandemic, people need to use an old phrase spread.
Huh?
Phrase spread?
Oh,
Face.
oh,
No,
okay. Yeah, people
it's the old
need
phrase,
comma
bread and
is the old
circuses.
phrase. Yeah, they should. There's
Bread and circuses to stop themselves from going nuts. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, so people
It's
need
an
comma to
adage.
use an
Yeah,
old
it's an old
phrase.
idiom.
Okay. So the reason for banning alcohol and cigarettes. So with regards to alcohol, the reason is because we've got quite high numbers of drunk drivers and accidents relating to that.
It's because there's nothing
as
better
my
to do in
roommate
South
said,
Africa.
South Africa has a very proud tradition of day drinking, but basically
A
the
very proud tradition of day drinking. Oh, jeez.
So banning alcohol is an attempt to keep the emergency wards just to get that to chill the fuck out for a little bit.
Oh, damn.
That's their reasoning. Cigarettes is a bit more complicated. So the reason they gave to us, as I said earlier, is that their logic is people who share cigarettes will put saliva on it and infect other people. But and I don't know what the initial reason was. That's just sort of the reason they gave when they tried to back it up. But the thing is that there are so many illegal cigarettes being sold on the streets, and the general theory is that someone in government is getting kicked back. So
They're getting kickbacks. They're getting kickbacks.
It means they're getting fights. People are fighting with them about doing that. So they're having negative repercussions. That's what getting kickbacks means.
Oh, I thought you
okay.
meant kickbacks like bribes.
no, bribes. I was using it in reference to bribes.
Yeah. Yeah, bribes
Oh,
like someone's
okay,
paying
so-
them to keep alcohol shut down, like the
They're
soda
either-
industry. Big soda.
Yeah. So in this case, then in this case, it's probably that someone is helping with the importing of the illegal cigarettes.
Ah.
That's another slang word that's different from us, because kickbacks in America means negative repercussions, negative consequences.
Yes,
Kickbacks in South Africa
We're
means
we're so intensely corrupt that we need multiple words for corruption.
That's
multiple
bad.
It's actually kind of insane because I've mentioned it on the podcast before, where South Africa is, hypothetically speaking, an incredibly wealthy country.
Yeah, you guys have like
Hypothetically
shitloads
speaking.
of uranium. Same with Australia. It's like you could be so incredibly like flush in the like energy economy.
Hello, can
We
you
are
hear me?
technically
Yes.
we can hear you, man.
Okay.
We are technically an incredibly wealthy country, but so much money has been embezzled at the government level that it has genuinely kept us in a state of poverty. We should be a first world country.
It's the Venezuela
Sure.
problem where you might have a ton of resources, but there's enough corrupt systems near the top where you can't like get out of it. It's not the resources; it's how you use them.
Exactly. So for example, South Africa has free universal healthcare. And
But then they squander that on drunk driving.
and two of our hospitals, Joburg General and are genuinely
Okay,
quite
who is
good.
using power tools?
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was loud.
So two of our hospitals are genuinely quite good. Well, one's not good. So Barra is just the place where all the trauma surgeons wanting to learn will go to Barra because you are very likely to deal with trauma wounds on a daily basis. But Joburg General is again hypothetically the best hospital in the continent, and it is also for a lot of services completely free. But the service is really bad because all the money that's supposed to go to our universal healthcare system does not reach it because we are so incredibly corrupt, which is infuriating because I'm 100% on the universal healthcare train, and I would love to be able to get into arguments to use my country as an argument as a method for it, and I fucking can't because they steal so much of the money.
Yeah, it's not the best example on the world stage.
So
Universal healthcare is can indeed be a good thing, but again, it falls onto those who are in charge to make sure that it's properly funded.
Yeah, because it can work. It can be funded. You just need to not steal the fucking money.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Chris, what were you gonna say?
I'm just going to say that I'm quite happy living in Norway, and I feel we're pretty safe here. At least compared to what I hear from you guys.
But I will back off on the very serious conversation.
Yeah, let's not.
But in essence, that sketchy rivet is why cigarettes and alcohol are currently banned in South Africa.
To make a long story short, it's because our system is fucking corrupt.
Anyway,
Exactly.
oh, we actually have a fanfic here, the first one on their list from one of our guests, from one of our actresses. So, would you like to introduce it, Chris?
Yeah. I'm not good at this.
You got this.
Blah.
Or would yours like to do it?
Looks like Deer's supposed to read now.
Yeah.
Little muffin.
Yes. History I wrote. I'm not very good at typing English, so sometimes I try to type out stories to help me get better. And I once wanted to try to write something that could tell people how romantic stuff can sometimes be very subtle and nice. So that's basically what this is.
I just love the subtitle, which is one word: family date.
Yeah, that works too. Like I said, I'm not like you or Jam Jam. I'm. This is not exactly my territory.
So no one dies in the story?
Do you think so?
It's banned. We don't need it. Nobody dies. Banned.
Oh.
No. The only way I see death in this story is if someone gets really embarrassed.
Yeah, that might happen on stream though. Oh boy. So there's 3 characters in this story. Unless you want to count the background singers in one scene.
Oh, hell yeah, that's me.
Okay, good. Okay, Skybolt, you're the singers in the background. Actually, I was hoping. Can du gjøre det? Can you be Dr. Who's? He doesn't have very many lines, and you just do your normal voice with British accent.
Oh, I can't do that.
You come on, try.
I don't have a British
That's
accent.
Use
okay.
that RP, that received pronunciation.
Please.
Doctor Who's.
That's
Doctor
okay.
Who's.
Doctor Who.
I can't do it.
It's okay.
Oh.
Go on.
But I don't have a British accent.
That's
Then
That's
keep
fine.
then use your own. Use your own.
yeah, that's okay. You don't have to. It would be fun, but you don't have to.
I mean, the Doctor's the Time Lord. He literally regenerates into different people with different voices.
See?
Yeah, he needs to
Did you
revert back to
bring
David
one?
Tennant.
How about that?
That's okay. If you want to do that voice, you can do that voice.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I can just read.
Thank you.
På det så telefonen.
Ja, just det lättare för dig.
Ja.
Okay. Needle, do you want to be Derpy?
Sure. You have to send me the script though, because I don't know what the hell we're reading.
James, do you want to be the narrator?
Ah, yes, I will narrate.
Okay, then I can be Dinky. That is her name, right?
That is her name, yes. The small purple one, I assume?
Yeah, the daughter they have.
Also known as Silverbell in the Fallout Equestria universe, where she saws her horn off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is that a spoiler? I'm sorry. For
Yeah,
9-year-old story?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
I need the
Right.
the script.
Oh, in the general chat? I'll be dropping them in the general chat. I'm
It's in the general
dropped
chat.
in
It is
memes by
called The
accident
Little Muffin.
at first.
Huh.
Okay, I got it.
Isn't
Cool.
it you, Needle? Needle,
that-
you're the one who voices Derpy in the book. Survival, right?
That's actually Vermont.
I'm impressed.
I see the impression I've made on people.
Okay, sorry.
Real quick, in the chat, the one AJ says, "I wish I was Norwegian too."
I'll have to
I
settle for
guess
half.
Well, he can marry Skybolt.
I don't have citizenship yet, so you're gonna have to wait on that. I gotta get my, I don't know what the green card equivalent is first.
Well, it's okay. For now, it can happen in fanfics.
Yeah.
Skybolt gets shipped.
DJ Pony has lots of love to give.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm very taken. I'm not gonna go find someone else.
She's
Why
just
not?
saying that for the call.
Because I'm happy with the one I got.
She's just saying that for the call because he's listening.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jam, I believe you're opening for us.
Right.
The Little Muffin by Flittercriz.
A chill fall night. As the night was setting in, and Princess Luna was raising the full moon to the top of the sky, little Dinky was looking out her window at the moving moon from her bed, her mother closing the door after her. The stars were shining, and twinkly like always. She closes her eyes and drifted off to the dreamland. In the other room, Derpy took a muffin from the kitchen and walked out onto the balcony. When she opened the door, she heard, in a warm, jokey voice,
Did you bring one for me too?
Derpy almost dropped the muffin in her wing. She gasped and joyfully, but carefully, jumped into the hooves of the voice's owner. A single tear of joy fell from her eye as she looked at the stallion when she said,
You're finally home. We've missed you so much. You made it in time. And did you save another timeline?
Yes, my dearest. And I did bring something for our little muffin's birthday.
He took out a pillow with a little light green bow on, in the shape of a vanilla muffin from the saddlebags, and gave it to her. In Derpy's hooves, she can see the fluffy fabric and felt how soft and squishy the muffin was. Giving it back to him after giving it a good hug, she then turned to sit on the little swing bench and began to unwrap the muffin. The doctor followed and took a seat next to her, also pulling a blanket over them to keep the warm in the chill air of the night time. Derpy broke the muffin in two and offered the other half to him, looking happily in his eyes. With a smile and a little bit sleepy eyes, he took the muffin and put his forehead on hers. Happily, but a bit tried to look at him, only to meet his gaze directly. They both blushed a little, but did not pull away from each other's eyes. Small snowflakes landed in the manes of them both. Slowly blinking now and then, just enjoying the moment, they both stay silent. The sounds around them started to be clearer. Ponies walking in the snow, an owl's hoot, and their own heartbeats with slow and calm breaths. A sudden tummy growl broke the mood, and they both went back to sitting normally, both laughing a little. Derpy started eating again. The doctor looked down on his, started to feel the hunger after the travel. He gave in. Before he could blink, the little half muffin was gone, but the hunger was still strong. He looked over to Derpy, still eating her part. But she had a big crumble on her chin, and he took it off with a gentle sweep of his hooves. Taking the last bite as she was chewing, looking at him with a tilt of her head. Without words, he knew what she was wondering about, and just nodded. Derpy swallowed and took off her blanket part, then walked back into the kitchen. The doctor sat outside looking up at the moon, the sun, the shiny full moon, stars glistening around it, and a few clouds here and there. The owl had gone quiet, but ponies could still be heard, some walking home and others singing carols on neighbors' doorsteps. They will be at this house very soon. Derpy came back with a tray of muffins and 2 glasses of water. As she passed it to him, she smiled with her eyes closed, then took her place next to him and put it back on the blanket. The doctor, giving her one of the glasses and setting the tray on the side, took a muffin and almost ate it in one bite. When he went for the next one, Derpy tapped him on the shoulder and asked,
Can I have some too? I know you just got home after a big adventure with your timey-wimey stuff, but could you pass me one and then you can have the rest?
He blushed when he realized how fast he ate it and passed her one. Then took 3 muffins, which went down just as fast as the first. Derpy looked at him fondly. Seeing him eat the muffins she made for him made her happy. When she looked back to the one she had in her arms and started eating, inside the house, little Dinky had woken up, dragging her dark blue blanket with stars on to her mother and father's bedroom, just to find it empty. Rubbing her eyes, she heard the sounds of someone eating very fast, and her mother's voice. Walking to the sound, she focused her magic on the door to open it. She struggled a bit, but managed to open it enough for her head to poke out. As she looked out and saw the hooves under the swing bench, not just her mother's grey ones, but also her father's brown ones, she jumped up, dropped her blanket at the floor with the door so it gets stuck in the door frame and keeping the door open, then galloped to him, jumping up on his lap in the process as she giggled with joy. Derpy, grabbing the doctor's glasses, the doctor happily opened his hooves and gave his daughter a big hug. Derpy joined them not long after she put both glasses down, and Dinky stopped giggling. After a long hug, Dinky climbed in between them and looked up at her father with big exciting.
Sorry.
Thank you. With big, exciting, but
I'm not good at typing.
sleepy eyes, when she said,
So,
a small kiss on the cheek after he gave Dinky the muffin pillow. Little Dinky hugged the muffin and had the biggest smile on her face when she said,
Dinky, thank you. I love it.
"The
At least that is.
end."
Yay.
Yay. So,
Yay! Well, that was sweet.
Yay.
Woo!
That was so nice.
go.
It's been a while since I've got to break out my chrysanthemum voice.
Yeah. Speaking fancy. That's right.
Mm.
I've
Very
got,
good.
I've got to imagine that the chrysanthemum reads lots of bedtime stories.
Yeah, I like the idea that Freezy would be like, I can tell me a bedtime story. It's just like sits there. It's like, all
Hey,
right.
hey, guys, we're buffering.
Yeah, we already went past that.
Oh, okay,
Yay! YouTube.
cool. Susan passed over us very briefly.
As she always does.
Well, it's still kind of buffering on mine, I think.
Somebody forgot to put the blood of the virgins on the doorway.
Which version wants
You
to
never
offer it
heard
up
the
for
story
us?
of Right. You never heard the story of Moses? One of the plagues was if you put lamb's blood on the door frame of your house, God wouldn't come and steal your firstborn. So that's what
No.
it is. Our firstborn is
No, it
YouTube,
was-
and we forgot to put blood of a virgin. So Susan came and took our frame.
It was the blood of a lamb, and it was actually the spirit of death that would come over. And if there was blood on the door frame, basically the spirit of death would not go into that home.
I mean, that's
I'm
a
Wiccan.
tiny.
I was raised Southern Baptist. I stopped caring.
Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord.
The
Okay.
Lord, since you
I-
refuse
Right.
to free my people, all through the land.
I never really took the time to learn the difference. All I know is I'm just Christian. I believe in Jesus, and that's it.
I
Yeah,
send
you're
a
welcome to believe in whatever you like. It's
into
totally
your
fine.
house, into your
No,
bed,
it's
into
fine.
your
I'm not-
dreams, into
Wait,
your
what?
sleep, into.
Okay.
I'm agreeing
But-
with
Is
you.
that from the movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
from Prince of Egypt. One of the greatest animated musicals of all time.
I
It's
have that.
good.
And it is really good.
My people go.
Go.
Okay, so let me deliver
such a
us from that
beautiful
transition. Let's go to the other first first story I had pulled up, which is Equestria Girls Quarantine by Zombie Brony 22.
Oh, God damn it.
You should all see that in the chat just above the Littlest Muffin.
Found it.
Found it.
Alrighty.
Okay. What is our cost?
I hope this is safe for Chris, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
chose all as many wholesome fics as I can for the opening hours.
Okay,
We've
super.
got Trixie, Snips, Sunset Shimmer, and Flash Sentry.
I could be the Flash Sentry.
Cool.
I can wake up Lucas and he could do Flash Sentry.
Oh yeah, that works too. I could be the narrator then.
Yeah, you be the narrator.
No, wait, he does a better sunset, Shari. He does a better
He
shining
does
armor.
do a better sunset.
You're right, he does.
Um,
No, he does a better shining armor. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
I'll be Snips.
Perfect.
I shall be the great and powerful Trixie.
I like it.
I'll be sunset.
And
Brilliant.
Adiras, would you like to be Snails?
Snail. I haven't
Sure.
found it. Can you type it in the general chat?
Yeah, I'll drop it again.
Thank you.
I'll do sunset then.
Yes,
Woo!
absolutely.
Sunny Buns.
Needle
Needle gonna be best character.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't know how. Don't remember how snails. No, snips or snails.
I'm pretty sure basically the best way to do either of them is to kind of just clench your nose with your fingers and then speak like this.
Yeah, Snails is like single D Ed from Ed and Eddie. Like really slow, kind of, slow voice.
Oh, yeah,
And then
that
Snips
was
is more the
true.
high pitched kind of voice.
Okay, give me
Snails, good character.
snails.
Hva? Hvem er Snail? Er det noe
Det er
dere?
han unicorn.
Oh wait, who's playing Flash Sentry?
You are.
You are.
That's you.
Okay.
We're
Flash.
not
I'll
waking
play
up
Flash if he
Lucas.
doesn't want to.
Carrying my water on my shoulder. Derp.
What, the Hangover?
What the hangover?
It's a derp.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get us
works.
kicked off then.
Huh?
Chapter 1, the only chapter, also known as EXE is not functioning.
Yeah.
Boredom. You hear the word all the time, but you have no idea what it means. Not until a virus keeps you inside for the next month or so. Let me point out to everyone, this was written in April of 2020, the year of our virus 2020. It is now July, so let's go ahead and modify that to the next 4 months or so. Stay current. It's a modern classic. It totally sucks. I made out for the wait, what? I made the most out of my time at first, catching up on schoolwork, looking around on MyStable, which is so great that we're having a MySpace reference in the year of our virus 2017. I even went out for
I would have thought it would be like Hoofbook.
yeah. I even went out for a walk before a cop ordered me to get back inside. It was going so great at first. Until I got to the second day, then I got incredibly bored. I even fired up the game box that Sunset got me at a flea market not too long ago. I wasn't even sure if the thing worked until we had a gaming session with it last week playing Uno. That's quality. You get a game station just to play Uno online. It got pretty chaotic pretty quick, as Uno always does, right? Needless to say,
If you play with my family, yes.
Needless to say, a lot of things were said. It was day 33. 33 now. Oh god, I missed day 33. And as I lay on my bed, not wanting to get up, I heard my phone ring and saw Sunset calling for a FaceTime. Why does he use that branding? Okay, I guess we're just using FaceTime now. This is an Apple-approved product. I looked at myself, realizing this was an absolute mess. I was an absolute mess with my hair frayed out in every direction, and I quickly tried to slick it back with one hand before answering. "Hey, Sunset?" I asked, as I saw the person on the other side. To say Sunny didn't look her best would be an understatement. The picture I have as her contact from MyStable was a bold comparison from how she looked now. From what I could see on the screen, she was wearing a white tank top, and like my own hair, hers was messy and had no sign of being combed in a while.
Hey, Flash. What's up?
She asked in a tired voice. She was also lying in bed, her eyes barely peeking at the camera as the rest of her face was smothered into her pillow. She still looked as gorgeous as ever, though. Not much. How have you been?" I asked, curious about why she called. She let out a yawn and smacked her lips a tad, clearly tired.
Hold on, I'm actually yawning. Give me a second, I'm actually yawning.
That's staying in character.
The power.
I
of
know,
yawn.
right? I'm all about method acting, guys. I've been good. Yeah.
She said, almost nodding off before waking back up. I let out a chuckle before my next question came right to me. "Sunset, did you get any sleep last night?" She glanced at me and chuckled.
Yep. 3 whole hours.
She said with a smile on her face, much to my worry. We both sat there, neither of us knowing what to say to the other, until Sunset cleared her throat.
So, you want to hop on Gamebox or something? I have this VR game I wanted to try out. You have all the stuff for it, right?
She asked, still somewhat tired. "Yep, I got it. Just let me hop onto the account and download it real quick," I said, as I did exactly that. Fired up the console, and as I glanced at the soon-to-be headset and smiled at the advancement in technology. As I let it finish downloading, appropriately named Zombie Slayer VR, I looked at the time, seeing that I had a few hours before I had to go to my essential job, and back at the screen at the girl with bangs forming under her eyes, with messy bedhead almost filling the screen. Let's do this. With a push of a button on my headset and a gentle movement from my foot to the other side of the coffee table, I was ready. Then there's a break in the text. An hour or so into the gaming session, Sunset and I were running down separate corridors, hoarding digital undead swarming from every direction. Despite me actually standing almost completely in place, sweat was still fogging up my lenses and being wiping from my chin.
Group up, we can take them.
I heard Sunset shout through the somewhat uncomfortable headset around my ears. I kept running, getting hit once or twice, but not enough to take me down as we eventually grouped up and ran together.
Run and gun, Flash, run and gun!
Sunset yelled as she opened fire and kept sprinting, me doing the same. Eventually, we hit a dead end, and the still large horde wasn't too far from us. Together we stood at the dead end of our fallen teammates, Trixie and someone we met online, both cheering us on as we opened fire on the horde, throwing the occasional grenade, and as the feeling of seeing these things up close made it all that much more intense. We both took turns reloading and letting out battle cries as we constantly unloaded our clips. By the end of it all, Sunset and I stood over the amalgam of digital corpses, clipping together and being completely hiding in the floor. We looked over each other and gave a virtual high five as the screen flashed white. Our teammates respawned next to us as a sign reading, "Congratulations," appeared above us.
Most excellent display, Flash!
Trixie complimented. Shocking, since the first time I knew of, it wasn't one of herself.
Snails.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I can't do
You can do it.
Yeah, that was awesome, you guys.
Snails cheered.
Flash, if we weren't stuck in our homes, I could come kick!
Silence. No one said a
I
word.
think that was Sunset Line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that was a Sunset Line from
It was.
Oh!
No.
Are you gonna
It was
kiss
the
Flash now? Flash, if we weren't stuck in our homes, I could kick.
Silence. Said a word as Sunset's VR avatar seemed to back up a bit.
This is Sunset.
Walk Ray. Walk Ray? What's Walk Ray?
I don't know what Walk Ray is.
Her little lizard.
Ray is her lizard.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot she had a lizard.
Her gecko. She said as she logged off without another word. I checked my time and turned to the others, neither of them knowing what to say. Yeah, I gotta go too. Apparently fast food is considered essential, I said, as we shared our goodbyes and I shut the game off. As I got into my uniform and started my car, I couldn't help but feel something was wrong. What was Sunset gonna say? Oh, come on, Flash, man. Seriously? I didn't question it as I drove off to work. As I parked in my spot, a question popped in my head. Why did Ray need to walk all of a sudden? I don't think she ever walked him whenever she talked to me, right? Wait, Ray's a gecko, I said aloud, confusing my coworkers as I immediately looked back and washed my hands. Break in the text. Later that night, after I got home and showered, I decided to send Sunset a text, but I had no idea what to say. As I struggled to text her, my phone dinged.
Have you any idea what to say to her yet?
Trixie texted me. I looked at the message for a moment before I responded. I mean, what can I say to her? I texted back. Nothing for a moment, but as I went to log online, she answered.
Well, she likes you. You like her.
Leave it to Trixie.
I didn't hesitate as I texted back. Yeah, I think so. She's not like how she was when we dated, you know?
You said it.
Flash, you're giving up sci-fi.
And I think you should go for it.
I took a side, knowing
Is
that
it bad that Jam Jam kind of sounds like a sassy grandma?
Sounds like who?
A sassy grandma.
Oh,
Trixie is a theater kid, so she would be very dramatic in all her musings. I'm sorry, that was your line. I could almost feel Trixie facepalm after I sent the text. Well, what do I say?
Just be yourself. It's clearly what she likes about you.
For some reason. After a minute of taking that advice in, I took a sigh and texted Sunset. Hey, one word. A minute passed with me wondering if texting her was a mistake. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer. Maybe I should have just called her. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I have to take...
Is it bad that when you texted "Hey," I just immediately thought of like Spider-Man Into the Universe shoulder thing? Hey.
no, it's not.
Yo.
I let out a slight relieved sigh as I started texting back. So...
She's into me!
About earlier... Another second.
Yeah, I know, you're not that stupid. I think we both felt the same way for a while now.
I mean, they both dated already, right? I gently formed a smile as I recall the times we've talked recently. I was never like how it used to be since she changed. Wait, the same?
I'm guessing it started in Everfree, right?
My fingers tapped the screen, my fingertips getting a tad sore from the abuse I put them through. Yeah!
Abuse.
The
Yes,
wink on the
gaming is
cruise
now
did
abuse.
no favors, LOL. The LOL didn't feel right, but neither did just saying the mood lifter through monotone text.
I couldn't help myself. It just felt right, LMAO. Because that's an appropriate place to put LMAO.
Now I wish I had manned up and asked you out before all this went down.
What the fuck, Cat?
Huh?
I set my stuff down because I'm working on a plushie right now, and I set my stuff down, and the cat just zoomed and messed up all my stuff. So I was like, "What the fuck, cat?"
I can understand that. My new cat's doing the same thing to some of my stuff, so I feel your pain.
She does the zoomies.
Better the zoomies than the zoom, grab, and steal.
I wish I went for it too.
We both didn't text back, with me feeling a sense of relief getting all that out in the open. After a second, I knew what I had to do. Well, there's nothing we can do now, but after this passes, you want to meet up? The seconds that passed felt like hours until I saw the little ... showing that she was texting back.
As long as it's not like our first date at the theater, I'm down. LOL.
I let out a laugh as I quickly texted back. If I remember right, you were the one who got us kicked out.
What?
What did they do? What did they do?
She was all
Why did
evil
they
and
get kicked out of
stuff.
the theater? Yeah, fair enough. LOL.
I sighed a breath of relief and sat back down, not exactly sure what to text back.
I GTG for the night. I have volunteer work first thing in the morning. Good night.
Not
Less than 3.
I couldn't help but form a smile with the little heart at the end. Good night, smiley heart.
Less than 3.
Yeah, I know. Less than sign 3. The end.
He's cheating on Twilight. I am upset with that story. How dare.
Twilight never wanted him.
Yeah, Twilight should have pounced
Yeah,
earlier when she had the chance.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Twilight totally wanted him. Obviously, you've never seen the movie.
Which Twilight are we talking about?
We're talking about
Well-
Twilight, not Sci-Twi.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I guess so. But
Yeah,
she's,
Sci-Twi didn't want it.
she's in Equestria.
Yeah, she has the pony version.
That's not as good.
Nah, they never hook up.
We don't know that.
Twilight's too busy with her
It's
career
a children's
being a
movie. Of
goddess.
course they don't hook up.
Well, that's
Not
lame.
necessarily hook up, but they could start dating.
This is my interdimensional boyfriend who goes to a high school.
What's a high school?
It's like, wait. You have Celestia School for Gifted Unicorns, but you don't have a high school.
So
What's
wait, you
going
guys
on
go
here?
to like a friendship academy? No, man, they
Well, yeah,
teach me
because-
algebra.
I mean,
What's
it makes sense,
algebra?
like, unicorns go to school. Pegasi Pegasi either go to the weather place or become Wonderbolts, and Earth ponies, well, apples.
They work the fields.
You can sort of imagine the clocks ticking in their heads of like, of Flash being like, yeah, I go to high school, and Applejack being like, Twilight's like, what's a high school? And Applejack's like, well, that's a school.
Okay.
Well, everybody went to that little children's school in Ponyville, so they have.
Well, yeah, they have that school, but it's like basic education, and for the most part, it's for like underdeveloped unicorns and Earth ponies.
Okay, you're saying that, but they still learn about physics and stuff.
They don't learn about physics.
Yes, they do. Haven't you seen the episode with the what's it called? With cars?
Just because they put E equals MC squared on the board doesn't mean that they know what that is. Because when I was a kid, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I used to put E equals MC squared on everything and think I was a fucking genius.
I don't know.
Like, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was super smart because I knew what E equals MC squared was. Did I know what it meant? No, but I knew what it was.
I thought it always said that matter equals energy or energy equals matter or something.
I was also 10, so I didn't know that. I know that now.
Yes, it's energy equals matter times the speed of light squared.
Ah, there you go.
I just played with Legos.
Yeah, Legos are awesome. Well,
I would read a lot.
well, mostly for my part, I think I was out in the woods. Most my brother
yeah.
was Lego.
So you learned physics in real life in the woods.
Yeah, I'm playing with knives, you know.
Well,
No reason.
that's something random just to drop in the middle of the conversation.
Viking life.
Oh, speaking of which, where is it? There it is. I
Huh?
found a few Norse-themed stories since we have you guys here today.
Oh, nice. Viking crash a wedding.
This
should
one
be
is called Bifrost by Carabas.
Is that how his name is pronounced? Carabas?
I don't know.
No! Son of a bitch!
What, you read this one already?
No! I sewed the head on this plushie on Inside Out.
Oh
I was
Needle,
looking at it,
how could you?
I was like, this looks really weird. No!
Poor plushie.
Needle was
No, I have to
distracted.
redo it. This is the second time I've had to take off this head. The first time was because I didn't like how much the head tilted and I wanted a little bit more head tilt. So then I added more head tilt and
Off with its head. Needle Stitch.
I'm not good at plushies, guys.
Needle Stitch is now the Queen of Hearts.
It wouldn't be the first time I've taken something's head off, so.
Okay, I gotta ask. If she's the Queen of Hearts, what is Jam Skyball Web Shooter and I?
I'm the ace, obviously.
Vermont would be the Cheshire Cat.
I was gonna say that Skybolt and Vermont were the Mad Hatter and the Hare.
Yeah, that works too.
Now the question is,
Yeah.
actually, given my propensity to miss deadlines, I'm definitely the hare.
Oh, the Mad Hare or the Rabbit?
No, the March Hare.
Yeah, the March Hare.
Oh, yeah.
The White Rabbit is the one who's always on time.
No, he's the one.
Oh,
late.
yeah. I'm late. Thought a very important
They're a
date.
very important date.
There you go.
It's time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
I'm late.
I'm the mouse. I'm the mouse in the.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. How I wonder where you're at.
Just don't say cat.
I'd say Kelly is the Cheshire Cat, just because Kelly comes and goes really places.
Definitely.
That's right. Chris is Alice. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
How?
We're the Wonderland
I mean,
that you don't want to comprehend.
I wasn't Alice the one who was like, yeah, I want to go to a place where nothing makes sense and everything is opposite of what they're supposed to be. And then she goes to Wonderland and is like, this is not a good idea. This is not safe.
Well, that's why you don't eat the mushrooms. But you ate the mushrooms.
Yeah, don't eat
Well,
them.
Alice was innocent. So are you.
Not so much. Have you ever read the book?
Oh, I've read it. No, I'm just saying. Okay, I've read the book, yes, but I'm also referring to the Disney version.
No, nobody likes
Is there a
Disney
book?
version.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
book. There's a book, and it's nothing like the Disney version.
I have to disagree.
Okay,
though.
I'm
The
gonna-
international market fucking loved the Disney version. That movie made so much damn money overseas.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep to the Disney version. And I guess my dearest could be the cat.
Huh?
You can be my cat.
Yeah, there you go.
You're the only thing who is nice and cuddly.
Okay, so what do you think? Should we do another user submitted story next?
Sure.
What were the ones that were dropped in the chat? We have Pistols at Dawn. This is after learning of the ancient dueling ritual she'd missed out on a while. Princess Luna becomes determined to try a round of Pistols at Dawn herself. There's one from Noteworthy, Walking with the Princess, which is... Where's the description? Or description. 1,000 years of silence and emptiness trapped inside the moon. And now the Princess of the Night, Luna, has come back to question Ponyville. However, not all ponies that should have been more readily welcomed Luna return when she showed up. However, one unnamed pony decides that he sees that Luna needs a little bit more compassion than she has initially been shown. Sounds like...
Do we need to find another one of Vermont's old writings?
Oh my god. Princesses Luna and Celestia inhale helium. That could be a fun one.
Oh my god.
I vote for the helium one.
Yeah, and then G Tempest, why are you so tall? ? Rated T for teen for alcohol and dick jokes. Maybe we'll save that one for later. You went a bit robot-y, but I'm guessing that was an objection. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Okay, what the hell? The chat went to shit.
We should probably point out, too, that Cloudflare, which is one of the internet's most widely utilized DDoS protection services, got, fucking nuked the other day, as did Twitter. So the whole internet might be a bit spotty right now, on top of our usual problems with Susan.com.
Oh, wow.
So bear with us.
Would
We are talking across, 3 or 4 continents right now, so...
Yeah.
Please bear a few moments with us as we try to fix all our technical problems.
Thanks, Richard
Yeah.
Nixon.
You guys want to go with the helium one? This could be fun.
Well, would have been perfect if I still had the helium from last MetroCon.
I think it'd be even funnier, though, to hear you and Needle doing your best falsettos.
Sure.
I gotta jump off for a moment to go make myself a new cup of tea. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay,
Or it could be
okay.
funnier.
I
We
gotta
could
cut
have
off.
Webb and I doing the princesses, and you guys could narrate.
I'm game
Okay.
for that.
All right. Chris, would you like to narrate then?
I will do my best.
All right. Webb, which
I was
princess would
getting
you like to
excited to
be?
do falsetto. Gonna destroy my voice.
Yeah, to be
I-
honest,
Was it?
I will be
no.
Princess Luna.
Okay, Webb will be Luna, and I will be Princess Celestia.
I kind of would be funny to hear
You're
you
doing
do
a higher pitched voice, guy.
Exactly. It'd be fun.
Say that again, Chris. You cut out on my end.
Sorry. It's just I just said to my dearest that it would be funny to hear him trying to do Celestia in high pitch, but I don't think he will be able to do it because of his voice.
Oh wait,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting a note in the chat from Scrollkeeper. Were you the one that submitted the helium one? He's requesting a Captain Kirk voice.
Oh no.
A high pitched Captain Kirk voice.
I could do Celestia's Captain Kirk. That sounds fun.
You gotta do it with the ridiculous punctuation too.
Stop.
Absolutely, I can
It's just
do my
all
best.
I'm
Start-
gonna die in this one.
Okay. One peaceful day at Canterlot, every pony roams around the city for their shopping, walking to work and other things they have to do. At Canterlot Castle, where Princess Luna and Princess Celestia lives, has royal duties to fulfill every day and night. But today, they have a day off at their break. Princess Luna's... That's a weird word.
we got sent to side thing.
Autistic royal
Yeah,
guard.
Oh,
Okay. Princess Luna's artistic royal guard, Golden Star, a kind-hearted crimson stallion with a
With a sense.
sense of
With a-
humor, but I think this is also an English second language writer, possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the wrong spelling, but oh well.
Yeah, sense of humor. We're also there for Princess. Okay. Was also there for the princess of the night, even if she's sad or stressed from the other stuff. But today, he got his chance to make both princesses burst out laughing like they have never seen, or what has done long time in their life.
Um,
Dearest,
Golden?
would you like to be golden?
Huh?
I was about to suggest that. Yeah.
Uh,
Normal voice, it's okay.
Your Highnesses.
There you go. Golden began to speak as he got Luna and Celestia's attention.
You two might know why I wanted to show you two that you haven't seen or heard before. What?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Luna?
Okay, then what's you're going to show us, dear subject?
Princess Luna asked him. Golden then walks towards the pillar of the throne room and pulls out to be a type of gas tank with wheels in front of them, as the princesses got curious of what was going on.
Oh, we're gonna get high. Golden Star. What's that supposed to be in that container?
Princess Celestia asked curiously, as Luna was thinking the same question. Golden smile.
Well, Your Highness, this is a tank filled with a type of gas called helium, a gas that are denser than the air we breathe. But this one could kill you if you breathe too much.
Luna then spoke.
Are they planning to kill us? Traitorous!
Yes, my dearest are planning to kill the princesses. Nice. Oof.
Chris becomes the new ruler.
I don't wanna. It's too much work.
That's true.
Celestia was worried if he was planning to overthrow them. But Golden Star then responded.
No, I would never kill you or any pony, but I wanted to show you something hilarious that you would like.
Still curious of Golden Star's plan, he pulled out a balloon and inserted it to the blower and pumps up the balloon. As the balloon's filled with helium, Golden Star pulls the balloon and holds to show his superiors.
Is that me?
Yeah, did he?
No.
He begins. Vänner. There.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'll show you how I sound differently. I'll say in my normal voice like, hello, good morning, and how are you? Now watch and learn.
Okay.
Curious Princess Luna nodded, wondering what he was going to do in front of her and Celestia. Golden Star then inhaled the balloon and started to speak under influence of the gas. He began in a squeaky voice.
Shit.
Go så.
Hvordan? Huh?
Liksom. You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
Du kan göra det.
Oh no! What?
Längre uppe. Så jag fick att du ska skrika. Längre. Där. Ja.
No.
Are you sure this is helium and not laughing gas?
Okay. Okay.
Run with it.
it.
Run with
got
it.
it.
Run with it. Run.
Oh, I sound like this with myself. With this substance. Okay, no.
Jo, kan vara. Du får det. Vad som du gör när du snackar till mig, Alina?
I might say hello, good afternoon. Yes, it's a stallion. What's wrong you? Now you know why I sound like this. Oh, get it.
Jätteflicka! Poor baby, you're starting to sweat. Drink some water.
You did well. You did well. Don't sweat it too much.
Princess's eyes were widened to hear something so ridiculous for the first time. Until he finished with the squeaky voice, they began to burst out laughing uncontrollably. They felt so interested in trying too. Princess Luna laughs.
Oh my Tartarus! This is the funniest thing we saw!
Celestia then stopped laughing and stated after wiping a tear from the laughter.
Now, that's the weirdest but funniest thing in our life we've ever witnessed.
Both princesses then clapped their hooves, and Golden Star pulled out 2 more balloons and handed them over to the princesses as they would give it a try. They followed Golden Star's instructions and now started to say something ridiculous stuff. Stinks. Bleh.
Salutations, dear sister!
Celestia responded in a squeaky voice.
Well, hello to you too, dear sister. How you doing?
Luna then responded in helium voice.
Oh, nothing. Just talking while I'm inhaling helium.
You sound like the females from South Park when they're being played by men.
Yes.
If you say so.
Har du sett det showet?
Nej, men jag huskar lite grann.
Okay.
Now I wish we really had helium for this.
Me
Yeah,
too.
would it be fun? I really want to hear how you sound on helium, to be honest, my dearest. That would be fun.
He's like, I don't know about that one.
Good luck. Good luck in finding it. Last I heard, helium was being restricted.
Oh, Skybolt, if Ciderfest happened this year and Norway opened up, can you get me a helium tank?
Sure. Yeah.
We're having a helium shortage.
Bara finna heliumballonger, vet du.
You wanna join another stream where we actually have a helium tank? Are you volunteering, my dearest?
No.
No.
Aw.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just mail it to you and it'll get there in 5 months.
No, I was more thinking if I'm able to come to Ciderfest. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, if we all meet together at a con, we'll buy a tank of helium and drag it up to our hotel room. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then start
Oh my
recording
God.
a lot of fun stuff. And if you're actually joining one of those cons, then you have to join too.
We pass it around like a hookup bong.
Oh no!
Come
Do
on.
you want to get corona? Because that's how you get corona.
You want to get high?
Smoke?
Ja, som det var några substansgrejer.
I think it's your turn, Chris. For
Yeah,
narration.
sorry, what's a bong?
Oh, it's a I don't know. Nito, you're from Oregon. Would you like to describe what a bong is?
First of all, fuck you. Are you familiar with marijuana?
I know it's better to have it as a medicine than to get high on it.
Yes, you can put it. You can put it in a bong and you can smoke it. That's one of the ways to take marijuana.
My question was, what is a bong?
It's like a
Yeah,
glass.
that's what it is.
What is a bong? Is it a box? Is it a pipe? Is it?
It's a pipe. It's a pipe.
Oh no!
It's a pipe.
So,
It's
do
like
you
a
know
pipe.
what a vase looks like? You know what a vase looks like? It's got like a long stem and then a little bulb where all the water's being held so that the flowers can drink water.
Oh, so it's like a fancy vase.
Yes, it
Kinda.
is.
It's like a
very
fancy
fancy
vase
vase.
with another hole in it so that you can put your mouth at the top and then at the bottom you put the weed and then you light it on fire and then you inhale and then the water in the bottom cleans out not all of but some of the like bad stuff in the smoke and then you inhale it.
So it's a giant glassy fancy pipe.
Yes.
Chris, I'm sending you a picture on Discord. That should help you.
I'm clipping
Yes,
this
thank
entire
you.
segment, describing to Chris what a bong
If
is.
you guys are not 21, please do not smoke marijuana. Please do not ingest marijuana. You need to be at least 21 to be ingesting marijuana.
Unless
this
you're a
is our disclaimer
square.
right now.
Skybolt.
Okay, so I
Skybolt,
actually
no
figured out
encouraging.
why it's right. I actually figured out why people used to say you're a square. It's because you're never around.
Yeah, puns. I like puns.
Well, remember,
No,
it's hip to be
that's
square.
why people call you a square because you're never around.
I thought you could also say that you're a squirrel because you're never around because the squirrel is too busy.
I think that's
Oh,
a
I've never heard
translation
that
error,
one.
I'm going to say.
Okay.
Although
Yeah, I think that is a
squirrel is one of those
translation.
English words that's incredibly hard to say in most other languages.
Yeah, like
Is it?
literally. How do you say that?
Huh?
Bokstavlig engelsk.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it's the R's and L's are very hard to
Literally.
translate
Yeah.
to a lot of
can
different
say that.
language categories.
I didn't know that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Now that you know what a bong is.
yeah, unless we have any helium or marijuana on us, let's continue the story.
Yeah, I'm not interested anyway, so that's okay. Luna then responded in that we just said. Celestia had a line.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, glorious day.
Oh, glorious day!
Celestia said in helium voice.
I had spent a splendid day by talking with all of this malarkey.
Malarkey.
I'm sorry, I can't
Malarkey.
read
Voice crack.
malarkey without other thoughts. Malarkey with helium. God damn it.
Luna and Golden Star bursted out laughing. Golden Star laughed as hard as the princesses until he accidentally farted. Dude,
Until you actually
you
Farted?
farted on stream.
You gotta provide the sound effect.
Yep. There you go. The princesses looked at him as Golden Star became embarrassed.
You're still in
Excuse-
helium.
Helium voice.
Oh god.
Helium voice, please.
Excuse me.
Good boy.
Good
Got a
boy.
one.
Yeah,
That works.
The princesses looked at him. But the princesses, he said still in helium voice, but the princesses started to burst out laughing uncontrollably.
You gotta laugh in
Excused.
helium.
You
Laugh in
will
helium.
had a turn.
Celestia
You called
nodded in
her?
helium voice. Yes, she did. Dabble.
Yeah,
I feel insulted. You don't say that.
She's the princess. She can say whatever she wants.
I'm still not gonna let the princesses call my dearest something bad.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't call him a turd. They called what's his face?
Golden
The-
Golden
Star.
Star.
Yeah.
And- but
Sorry, I was trying to make a joke. Sorry.
Golden Corral.
Oh, okay.
Golden Corral.
Well, Golden Star took it in jest because he's laughing now.
Yeah.
Golden Corral took it in jest.
Celestia nodded in helium voice. Golden Star and Luna started to laugh hard. When the feeling that they are not alone, Golden Star turns and saw Princess Twilight Sparkle with Spike, wide-eyed, looking at them. High pitch voice.
Purple Merple.
Needle's Twilight.
What?
Nej.
A helium voice.
Hi. Golden Star.
Hold
Hi. There you go.
Du må snakke litt høyere, jeg vet ikke om de hører deg. Golden Star waved to Twilight nervously.
What the hell? What the hell are you doing, Golden Star?
Twilight asked Golden as he shows the instructions of how to speak in a funny voice, squeaky voice. After moments of teaching curious Spike and Princess Twilight Sparkle, they then joined in the fun. Princess Celestia, Luna, and Spike and Twilight continues to clown around with the helium for a little time, laughing on, say, ridiculous and funny things.
Hold on. Oh my Equestria!
Said Twilight, under helium influence.
This is gonna be the most ridiculous but hilarious thing ever to be tested with science!
Spike?
Who's gonna do Spike?
You got that right, Twilight.
There you go.
Yeah, Jam
Mike,
Jam's not here with us right now. He left for tea.
Betrayal! Okay.
He's more important than us.
Well, I would say food is more important for survival, but okay, yeah.
Survival's over.
You need water more.
Yeah,
You need
true.
water more than you need tea, or than you need food.
Isn't tea water?
Yeah,
It's
basically.
water.
Yeah, that's why I said you need water more than you need food.
Dirty leaf water.
GG Bong. It's all about coffee. This is America.
Bleh. I husker ikke hva han svarer. Yeah, we just had an Avatar: The Last Airbender reference there. Isn't tea just dirty leaf water?
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
As in, I don't remember how Iroh respond. Like, how can a member of my own family say something so revolting or something?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, poop.
What do you want? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Spike nodded with a squeaky voice.
Golden Star.
Oh, Golden. Oh boy.
Ska jag ändå...
Squeaky voice.
Jag ska
What?
bara med den så.
Yeah, also play with a high pitch.
Oh boy, we're going to keep... What? Oh boy, we're going to keep this all day until one of us farts.
Yeah, we're not waiting on you.
Golden Star stated hilariously as Twilight, Spike, and Princess Luna and Celestia started laughing out. As every pony was still laughing, Twilight Sparkle stood up with her two hind legs and said,
A bit.
"Needle?"
Hold on, Lucas is talking to me.
Are we getting Lucas on stream now?
Podcast.
That would be wonderful.
No, they can't hear you. I'm using my headphones
That explains.
because they're listening to this conversation right
Oh, yeah.
now, babe. Because I was go mute myself and you started talking to me.
Didn't you die in the last
Do you want to
series
hop
you
on
were
the
in?
stream too? He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hop on the stream.
Yay! More people.
No, he does not want to. Does not want to.
Aww.
Too late. He's on it. Too late. He's on it.
He starts talking to me. He's like, what's that one thing in Untypical, the person that you haven't cast yet? And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? Everybody's cast for Untypical. And he's like, no, there's like one person that didn't have a name next to it. It's like, bro, I'm still podcasting. He's just like, well, what do you mean? I can fucking hear you. Okay, let's see. Where are we?
Look at me, I'm Twilight Sparkle. That's your line.
I think that's supposed to be. Oh no, Twilight. Okay. Oh, look at me! I'm Twilight Sparkle. I'm still talking like a midget pony. Like a midget pony. What?
Every pony stopped while looking at Twilight until Golden Star then started with helium voice. You're technically.
Okay. You're technically not a midget, but you sound like one, unless you're a mouse.
Are you just pointing your nose?
Yes, he's just pointing his nose.
I love it.
Spike and Princesses started to laugh at what Golden Star told Twilight, but Twilight frowned and then responded with her squeaky voice.
Screaming.
Screaming?
Or shouting.
All caps.
Huh?
Oh, look who's talking.
Oh.
Look
Look who's talking! You're the one who did that. The squirrel!
Spike?
Oh, you just got burned! Golden butthead!
Spike nodded under helium. The princesses, Spike and Golden Star, burst out laughing during this moment, had the funniest time of doing some ridiculous things ever they didn't do a long time. While laughing at each other's voices under the gas influence, Princess Cadence in shining armor walks in and stops wide-eyed at the princesses and Golden Star and Spike, who apparently is not mentioned. Golden Star and the princesses, Luna and Celestia, then stopped, looking at them. Luna says to them, still in helium voice,
It's not what it looks like.
the end.
But what does it look like?
Fantastic. Well, that was a silly fanfic. Thank you for the submission. That was fantastic.
That was a good one.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Okay. So let's see here. What how about I just read some of the options to everyone and they can decide what they want to hear next. We have this I thought would be a good one with the Kriz couple. Moonlight Waltz. Discord gets surprised by a mysterious letter for the gala. Luna has asked him to the dance.
Gala.
I think you're gonna wish this.
Gala.
No.
You can do a good Discord.
Second story is broke. Spike has finally managed to score a date with the
Usually,
immeasurably beautiful Rarity. The problem is he has no money to take her out with, so he has to go around town trying to find a solution.
I'll do Rarity.
Story 3 is Who Wears the Pants? ? Applejack and Rainbow Dash engage in one ultimate battle to prove once and for all who wears the pants in their relationship.
I'll fight with myself in that one.
These are all rated E, by the way. This one is fun. Fargoing formality. Twilight's new delegate exchanges means Applejack and Pinkie Pie are left in Ponyville to greet the visiting delegate. Unfortunately for them, the Winneapolis delegate comes bearing warm caffeinated gifts.
Is it coffee?
It is coffee.
Don't give Pinkie Pie coffee. We all know, don't give Pinkie Pie coffee.
Unless it's decaf.
We have too
If
many.
we did the Applejack and Rainbow Dash one, I'll fight with myself. I think that'd be funny.
That would be funny. We have too many Twilights. Twilight Sparkle meets herself from many alternate universes. It's not going to be a normal day. We have Dash's unsuccessful fan fiction, where Rainbow Dash asks Twilight to proofread her daring do fan fiction, and not all stories are meant to be destined for mass success.
I'll voice Rainbow in that one.
We have modernity, which is cell phones. This is modern smartphones are introduced to Equestria. Many fun times are had.
Oh no.
We have where is it? Where is it? There, Celexa. Flash Sentry uses his new Amazon Celexa to help him score on a first date. Good luck with that. And then we have... Oh yeah, then we have Bifrost, which is Viking. I think it's just regular Vikings in Equestria.
Vikings in...
Like human Vikings?
I think so. It's from my glancing read, that's what it looks like.
Oh, poor ponies.
And then incorrect assumptions. Luna catches Celestia and Twilight in a questionable act, but it's not what you think. And then finally, Undead and Unconcerned. A zombie apocalypse breaks out in Equestria, but most of the ponies really don't seem to care.
I vote for the broke story.
It looks like we do have a vote for Broke from Sunset Shimmer in the chat as well. Are there any more votes?
Vote for Broke. Finally! I got the head on right. Okay. Fuck it. It's gonna have to be.
5 seconds later, off with its head.
Scroll Keeper is also
I'm
mentioning...
looking at it, I'm like, it's kind of right.
We also have a submission from Scroll Keeper, which is the first chapter of a Fallout Equestria fanfic, which is also an option.
All the Fallout.
Oh, you want to do that, Chris?
No, I have enough Fallout at work.
It is it is rated M for mature, so it might be a post-Chris chapter.
Okay.
I am Mixed. Sorry, just had a mosquito bite on my knee, and he was just like, "What happened to you?" I'm just like, "It's a mosquito bite. They usually bite me a lot because they like my blood."
There are mosquitoes in
How do
Norway?
you say
That
mosquito?
sucks.
Mig.
Mig?
Yeah, that's
That's
the
mosquito?
Norwegian word for mosquito.
Interesting.
Easiest way, one of the easiest way to keep mosquitoes off you is to eat lots of onion and garlic.
Doesn't help. Not for
Or
me.
just spray yourself with citrus.
Doesn't help. They still come.
Orange flavored Chris, yummy.
Yeah, basically.
It's a creamsicle.
Maybe-
It's an orange creamsicle.
Yeah, I think it's maybe all the Coca-Cola I drink.
That might do
What
it.
does that mean?
Yeah.
You think mosquitoes are attracted to Coca-Cola?
No, they like the sweet blood. Oh my gosh, if vampires really existed, I would be haunted.
Vampires
Oh,
exist and you give them diabetes.
No.
Yeah, I can
You'd
see
be the
I
sole reason why we defeat vampires, because you give them diabetes. Put them in Texas, and then they'll die.
Yeah, I just got an idea for a fan fiction now. The vampires become real,
Vampires
and
in Texas.
vampires become real, and they're going after people with sweet blood. So basically, my dearest have to end up like Helsing to go kill all the vampires, so he can keep me safe. That sounds like something you would do. You like fighting
I mean,
monsters.
I would just say they go to America thinking that they're going to get some good food because people are fat as hell over here. And then it turns out they all just get type 2 diabetes because they eat too much. And then you got a plague of obese vampires.
That's how you beat the vampires in the long game.
Okay, Webshooter? Webshooter, what is that? What is that?
It's a giant mosquito from Fallout 4.
Yeah, I that settles it. I don't like Fallout. Done deal.
You mean the old blood bugs?
Wow. Fucking blood bugs,
That's-
man.
That was the tipping point. The giant mosquito.
Mosquitoes are formidable
Have you never
creatures.
played the Fallout games?
No, because it's scary and a lot of bad stuff.
Wait, how old are you again?
27?
It's fine. You don't if you don't want to play them, don't play them. It's fine.
How about we will go through this Fallout Equestria Strange Circumstances. I can be the narrator, and we can mediate it for Chris if something comes up.
Yeah, you like make it safe for Chris.
I dropped the link in the confessions chat because it is a pre-release teaser.
Okay, so we're doing that one now?
Yeah, we'll do that real quick, and then we'll move back to one of the options.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, I misread that. I thought first chapter was literally 191 words. I'm like, that's a short chapter.
Yeah, that'll be a quick one. Okay. Intro. Beginning audio log. Destination. Designation. Intro. Time and date. Redacted. Destination folder. Strange circumstances. Long ago, this world you call home was plunged into chaos when the nations of Equestria and Zabritia, depends on how you pronounce that. I'm going with Zabritia for now. Declared war over ever-dwindling resources. Virtues like friendship eroded with each life taken in cold blood. Then it ended along with everything else. Mega spells rained from the sky, drowning entire cities in fire and black magic. Society had been reset through its own hubris.
That's okay.
Luckily, some had survived and devastated by hiding away in bunkers like the stables built by Stabletech, though I must mention that said company only operated in Equestria. When these remnants emerged, they were faced with the wasteland that used to be home. For many years, this new reality smothered any hope of building something new, but this too would change due to the actions of Little Pip and her allies. Together, they found a way to restore the world to vibrance, ushering in a golden age which lasted for centuries. Until a new threat emerged without warning. Faced with extinction, their descendants decided to scorch civilization once more, and thus the wasteland was reborn. Chapter 1, Prologue. Audio log, prologue, time and date redacted. It all began on a cold December morning in the equestrian wasteland. Two stable hunters were hiking through the jagged peaks of the Crystal Mountains as they carefully searched for a large structure bearing the East Star Industries logo. Okay, who is this character? Crimson Gale. I believe it's female.
Robin?
Would you like to be the Crimson Gale character?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me grab it. Sorry, I was sewing. Yes, I'm an adult. It's like...
I'm an adult!
I confirm that you are an adult. Okay.
Rated M for mature.
Right. Selena, are you sure that this damn rumor is true? We've been searching for 2 whole weeks and we haven't found anything.
Crimson Ale gasped the wyvern whom she had worked with for 3 decades straight. Selena remained silent. Normally she wouldn't accept such risky ventures, but they desperately needed the caps after spending more of their savings on an outpost. A trip to a safe house outside of New Canterlot that stable hunters used to rest up between expeditions. Crimson knew Selena was ignoring her. The half-dragon always did when the money was on the line, but that didn't deter Crimson at all.
Our food is running out, Soul. If we don't turn back soon, we'll either have to eat each other or starve to death. Do you really want to end up fighting over...
Webb, would you like to be Selena? It is a female character.
It is a female?
You could do a whatever voice. A tough lady voice.
Tough lady voice. I think we lost him.
Okay, I'll do Selena then. It won't come to that, Crimson. Selena...
Hey, okay, sorry, I had my mic muted by accident.
God.
I'm sorry. I thought I still had
He
it
got
on.
him excited. He thought he was going to read a female character.
I was talking to you guys. I was responding, but you didn't hear me.
Go ahead.
I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Then I started reading. You're like, oh no, I can't hear me. What?
Okay,
Oh,
who's
that's
working power tools?
That's sewing
It's
machine.
not a power tool. It's a sewing machine.
That is a power tool.
She makes a good argument.
Not a power tool. Not a power tool.
Okay, remove the power then.
It is
Have you ever
I
gotten
can still
finger
use it.
needle? Have you
Yes.
ever got your finger stuck underneath there and then the needle goes through your finger?
That's how her OC was.
I've
born.
only done that once. I've been using a sewing machine for, I want to say 15, 16 years, a long time. And
Yeah.
I've only ever done that once, and it was during quarantine.
Hell yeah.
I sat there for a second like, huh, this is a thing. I
Yes.
pulled the needle out of my thumb and I went to the sink and I was just like, Lucas, I need a Band-Aid. He's like, what did you do? What did you do?
So,
So-
this
Yeah,
pussy is
I'm
red
just-
now.
So,
has-
so was there thread in it? Like, did the thread actually go through the thumb?
No, the thread didn't go through the thumb because the needle broke. The only thing that was left was like the thick, because there's a thick part that screws into the sewing machine itself. And then the thin part that's actually pointy and holds the thread. So the thread came out, but the thick part that gets screwed into the sewing machine was what was stuck in my thumb.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That reason alone is enough for me to call it a light power tool.
I mean, that's only ever happened once because I'm not usually stupid, but I was being stupid and I did the wrong thing and I paid for it. So
It happens.
Yeah, but still, it would meet the qualifications of power tool.
Okay, I'm gonna read Selena's line now, and sorry for stealing your thunder, Skybolt.
That's fine.
he
So-
broke his heart.
I know I'm a heartbreaker.
I'll get you back.
What? Let's get on to skipping this episode.
All right, here we go. Do you really want to end up fighting over? It won't come to that, Crimson.
Selena said as she looked into the valley below them.
And why do you say that?
The hippogriff asked, unconvinced. Selena pointed down with her wing and grinned.
Because I just found it. What?
I spelled the R's on wrong!
Rip.
I should not be reading and sewing at the same time because then I make mistakes. Oh,
Didn't we just talk about how you got one of the needles through your thumb?
Yeah,
that was
we
during
did.
quarantine. That was not recent.
We this is quarantine time, isn't it?
No, I'm working. So
Okay.
my quarantine is over. Because Texas does not like being told what to do.
Makes sense.
All
I
right.
have an aunt that lives in Texas.
Okay, yeah, so sorry. I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
No worries.
It's your line, actually.
No, yeah, it's my line.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Selena pointed down with her wing and grinned. Because I just found our ticket to early retirement.
Down in the valley, there were several bent metal beams and plates poking out through the snow. On one of those plates was the image of a stylized letter E with a comet. Crimson couldn't believe what she was seeing. Now that's...
How could we miss something that big?
That's wow.
That's what she said.
She said with utter disbelief after looking upon the unusual structure buried in the ice. Selena shrugged and spread her wings and leapt into the air.
Eyes on the prize, gal. Once we get in there, we'll be rich, I tell you. Rich!
She shouted as she flew down with Crimson not far behind.
Oh, this is my line.
Celestia, burn this place to fucking hell!
Selena screamed in frustration as another turret exploded. Instead of vast riches, the duo found a heap of trouble in the form of a high-tech security system. Crimson reloaded her combat rifle and surveyed the area.
Needle.
I think this was the last of the defenses in this hallway. Whatever's at the end of this must be worth it if a lot of people were willing to create a death trap.
Selena grunted, a small puff of smoke leaving her nostrils as the two of them walked onward. Even if the building was packed to the brim with bullets, it still proved helpful due to the fully stocked kitchen, though it was rather unsettling to find skeletons inside the freezer.
Ever wonder if things will go back to the way they were during the time of Lil Pip?
Crimson asked her friend in an effort to take her minds off of the unfortunate circumstances.
I guess I'm Selena now.
Oh, oops, my bad. Yeah,
Keep
you're
going, it's fine.
yeah, okay. Not sure. The elements of harmony have been dormant for a long time, Crimson.
The
Not to mention them.
elements of armory.
What?
I was just thinking of the Dot Mob series. We need to be finding something called the elements of armory.
God, I can't remember the last time we watched that. Still commentary on that. That'd be hilarious.
Yes.
Selena answered, and as the conversation, her stress slowly faded away. If she could say one thing about the vampiric hippogriff by her side, it would be that she definitely knows how to make someone feel better. What does that mean? She sucks the sadness right out of you, both emotionally and physically, thanks to her medical knowledge. Selena herself handled navigation across the wasteland, money along with occasionally using her staff to heal minor injuries or blast mole rats with a ball of searing magical energy. Eventually, they reached a large hatch with a keypad lock. Bypassing it was done with care, though, because both women were sick of dodging bullets. How some turrets never seem... Women never seem to run out of ammo, as mysterious as their surroundings. After 5 minutes of tinkering with the hatch unsealed, a low hiss was soon replaced with a robotic voice repeating a dire phrase. Warning, vital signs critical, medical assistance required. This caused the Crimson to hastily enter what was revealed to be a circular laboratory. She would have marveled at the technology around her if it wasn't for the grisly scene that greeted them. In that room, I lay helpless, slowly dying from hypothermia and blood loss caused by a bullet wound in my head. And I would have died if Crimson didn't convince Selena that I wasn't a lost cause. So this is Crimson.
Yeah, it's Crimson.
He's still breathing, Selena. I can save this griffin if we use our beacon to teleport back to the outpost.
Selena was hesitant for two very important reasons. First, being the fact that beacons could only be used twice, and second was the unfortunate truth that I had a blood-soaked weapon on my back and a dead unicorn next to me.
That's nice, apparently.
And a dead unicorn next to me. I don't think saving this guy is worth the risk.
Oh, this is me.
Oh, okay.
I don't think saving this guy is worth the risk, Gale.
Crimson was shocked, even if she wasn't against killing. She refused to let the random stranger die.
Remember how we met? That's not me met. Remember how we met, Selena? Remember that I could have left you to die on that day, but chose to heal you instead?
Selena was about to protest once more when the blood started soaking through the bandages Crimson put on me.
Don't make me effing regret this.
She relented and activated the beacon.
Oh.
My vision swirled as I slowly regained consciousness. What happened?
What?
I groaned before slowly realizing that I was in a medical ward. What the flip? Why in hell's name am I in a hospital?
And bacon and eggs.
What the flip?
You're British.
I'm sorry. I thought I read that as Swedish chef for a second. A splitting headache replaced most, if not all, other concerns for being somewhat unfamiliar. Luckily, Crimson and Selena were just down the hall and heard me talking. Selena.
Looks like Bleeding Beauty.
Lala.
Sorry.
La, 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 la.
Looks like Bleeding Beauty is finally awake.
Selena commented as Crimson came closer to assess my current state. I got a good look at the two strangers in front of me, one of who was calling me Bleeding Beauty, was a dragon, although she had green feathers on her head, wings, and a spine that looked like a pterodactyl. Then the other was a hippogriff. She looked at my age.
How do they know what a pterodactyl is?
That's true. Ponadactyl? I'm not sure what the equestrian equivalent would be. I guess
It's a Keyrin.
a pterodactyl would be pretty tame compared to like manicores and stuff, though.
Right?
She looked at my age, 24 for your convenience, with a lavender coat, blood-soaked red mane, and bat-like features. All I could do was stare in bewilderment at their strange features. This caused Crimson to stop a few steps short of my bed.
Is something wrong, sir?
She inquired. Log complete, saving. Author's note, the second part of the prologue shall be longer and published as soon as possible.
That one wasn't too bad.
All right, a little bit of a straight and arrow fanfic before getting back into the silly.
Real quick from the chat, Scroll Keeper. So I just have to wait until Chris leaves, but I want to hear her but I want her to voice the vampiric hippogriff. Oh, we should have Chris do it. Maybe not.
What? Was that a vampire?
I think that was the Solana character.
Yeah, that was Solana, but
No, that was the wyvern. The wyvern was Selena. Crimson was the hippogriff.
Okay. Okay.
I pay attention sometimes.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm managing the windows. I think.
So
yes.
So what did everyone think of that fic?
It was okay. I mean, who wrote it?
I believe it's a Scroll Keeper from the chat.
Oh, okay. It was a bit too short. Like, not a lot happened. I feel like it could have been a little bit longer. Maybe add a little bit more detail as to what's going on. That's my opinion.
Does everyone see in the general chat the Moonlight Waltz?
Yes.
All right, and as you can see, it is rated E for every pwn, so it's completely safe for Chris and Dearest.
I think my Dearest could handle bad stuff better, but I don't.
That's totally fine. Now, here's the fun part, though, is we're going to switch you. Chris is going to be playing the role of Discord, and Luna is going to be played by Dearest.
Huh?
You're gonna be Princess Luna! And I'm gonna be Discord!
Yes, you are.
Princess Luna.
May I narrate?
Yes, absolutely, Web.
It's okay. You just try to be a feminine voice. You know, when you joke around and stuff.
And you get to use a third-person we. Or would that be second-person plural? Anyway.
I don't know.
The royal we.
The royal we. We.
The royal we, huh? Jeez Louise. Okay. I knew Nintendo was eating money, but that's a stretch.
And then we'll fill in the other characters as they come.
Princess Luna.
All right. The Moonlight Waltz, written by Naila. Nailah. Chapter 1. Shut up and dance with me. The amounts of chaos that lingered all around his realm made it awfully hard for the male pony to find his doorstep.
Sorry, I just needed to give him a small look at or listen to Luna's voice.
No problem.
Hey, Skybolt, you're the male pony.
I think our Derpy would be that, right? Or wait, is it a male character?
No, this is a male. This
okay.
The
guy who was thrown around in the chaos dimension.
I'll do it in a Jimmy Stewart voice. How did I get stuck delivering a letter to the Lord of Chaos? He mumbled to him. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. He mumbled to himself as he felt his entire body spiraling out of control. Suddenly, he felt himself landing on the doorstep with a loud thud. He groaned and rubbed at his flank.
Well, here I am. I really hope he's in a good mood.
He gulped and knocked on the door. Reclining back on his upside-down sofa and enjoying some of his creations, making a muck of things. When he heard the doorbell, he straightened up with a big grin.
Discord?
Stop panicking. Oh, I wonder if that's Fluttershy. The wrong accent.
Hey, it works. It works.
You gotta
Run with
think
it.
zany. Discord is theatrical.
Zany. I wonder if that's oh, sense. What fun is there making sense? Oh, I wonder if that's Fluttershy. She has always wanted to see where I live, though I don't recall asking her to come. Oh well, I'm coming.
Said Discord as he opened the door,
That's
expecting
what
to
he
see
said.
his... What?
That's what he said.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Needle.
I don't
You're
know.
welcome.
Continue, Web.
I'm helping.
Said Discord as he opened the door, expecting to see his beloved friend, only to frown and stick his nose up and cross his arm.
A male pony? What do you want?
I have a letter, sir, from Princess Luna.
Said the male pony, trembling.
Oh, Princess Luna writing to me? Oh my, I certainly didn't see that coming.
Said Discord as he took the letter from the male pony, slammed the door before snapping the pony back out of his dimension to Ponyville. He was sure some pony would be able to help him from there. Right now, he had reading to do.
Lady voice?
Lady voice. Ska vi se. Okay. There, this... No, I can't do
You
that.
come up, you can do it. If I can do Discord, you can do Luna.
There, Discord. I'm sure you know by now the gala will soon be upon us, and I would be humbled if you'd be my +1. Yours truly, Princess Luna.
You're good.
Good job. Discord blinked, furrowing his eye. Son of a gun. Discord blinked, furrowing his eyebrows, shaking his head, and slowly reading the letter again.
Vad mycket mjukare stämmer.
Ja, men det går upp.
They're speaking fancy.
Luna wanting me to be her +1 for the gala? Well, this might be actually fun.
Said Discord as he poofed the letter to a safe place. He stood up from his chair and looked to his clones.
Alright, boys, it's time to clean up. We wouldn't want to disappoint the princess, though Luna isn't as fuzzy as Celestia used to be.
That's true.
Perhaps I should just go as this. Yes, nah, never mind, scratch that. Everybody pack up, we're going to Camelot.
Said Discord with a chuckle. He arrived at Canterlot within seconds, right in Princess Luna's room.
Oh, damn.
Maybe he should have knocked. She might not take kindly to him just poofing up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Princess Luna was laying upon her bed, her royal garments on her hose and her neck, her crown laid over on her bedside stand. She giggled as she saw Discord appear. Huh?
Giggle. Took you long enough.
Said Luna as she shifted upwards, going over and embracing him as if he were an old friend. Discord felt himself tensing up, but returned the gesture by words I know how to use.
English. How does this work?
Discord felt himself tensing up, but returned the gesture.
Gesture.
Yeah,
Gesture.
Thank you.
Gesture.
But returned the gesture by wrapping his own arms around her neck and leaning into her.
Princess Luna, you're feeling quite alright.
he asked, raising his eyebrow a bit. This was not anything he was used to seeing from her. But then again, how much did he really know about Luna? Sure, he and Celestia used to date, but that was ages ago. So long ago. He honestly didn't remember why he liked her in the first place. She was so snuffy and regal and all business. It was just a bore, really.
Discord, you may call me just Luna. There's no need for titles between friends.
No.
said Luna as she leaned up and kissed his cheek.
I didn't read that part.
Huh?
Now I would like you to dance with me. That's your name.
I love the method acting.
Now I'd
There you
like
go.
to dance with me at the gala. I'd like you to dance with me at the gala. There we go.
That is, if you don't
Oh, that is, if you don't mind.
me, dance?
He asked, baffled. This certainly wasn't what he expected, but it might be fun.
Huh?
Wait,
Discord.
I get it. This is all the ploy?
Ploy, you got it right.
This is all a ploy to get Celestia, right?
He asked as he rubbed his claw and lion paw together. Snickering.
Snickering.
Luna didn't answer him, but pulled him along by his lion paw, urging him into the throne room. The decorations and such were being put together and assembled for tonight's gala. Standing there, holding Luna's hoof in his paw, even if she had dragged him, felt nice. He didn't know why, it just did. Maybe Fluttershy really was getting to him. He needed to cause some mischief. He saw one of the ponies pouring punch into a bowl and had an idea. He snapped his claw and suddenly the punch was tomato soup, and any pony that drank it wouldn't get that refreshing taste they were hoping for. He felt Luna nudging him to fix it. Discord sighed heavily and fixed it, groaning.
I thought you wanted to have fun.
Said Discord, huffing as he crossed his arms across his chest and looking away from her and up towards the ceiling, pouting.
I do want to have fun, Discord, but I want us to have a good time. I want you to dance with me. You've been
Holding back on me.
You've been holding back on me. Please, just tonight, would you dance with me?
Dance with me.
Asked Luna, her eyes widening, his upper lip hovering over her bottom lip.
I think it's her
I need more
upper lip.
coffee. I need more coffee.
Poor web shooter. He's being killed by narration.
Yeah, you got to start up on the stimulants like me.
All right, I can do this. I'm professional. Asked Luna, her eyes widening, his upper lip hovering over her bottom lip, batting her eyelashes at him.
All right, princess. I will dance with you. But I'm still going to have my own bit of fun while I'm doing it.
Said Discord.
Huh?
That's Go on.
Well, I can accept that. And please, just Luna. We're friends, aren't we, Discord? Huh?
Asked Luna.
Right. Friends.
Snickered Discord.
For now.
Dun dun dun. Breaking the text. Moving on. Later that evening.
And then sorry, he kind of just like went and did a floopy.
There you go.
He didn't realize until later he'd have to dress up in a nice suit. Luna came out wearing the most regal yet enchanting dress he had ever seen. He felt his jaw dropping to the ground as she trotted next to him, nuzzling him like they were more than just friends.
Hey, chicka
He didn't pull away. He actually leaned in. snickering as he took a chance to grope at her flank with his claws,
Ooh, damn.
Discord! Bam!
caressing just the right points of where her tail began.
That's rude.
Luna let out a shrill eep of surprise, but yet she didn't pull away or jump up to the
You want to do
ceiling.
an eep?
Are we sure this is safe for Chris?
It's rated E for everyone. I don't know.
You want to do an eep?
Everyone but Chris.
Yep.
That's not
yes.
an eep?
Can
Yes,
we get,
Luna,
can we
give
get a
us
live
an eep.
performance? Thank you.
Luna, give
Come
us
on. They want to hear the eep.
Just grope them already.
That'll work. That'll work.
Come on. Hey.
See, we're gonna have to get McDonald's by the end of this call.
Come on.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Luna let out
Come on.
a shrill eep of surprise, but yet she didn't pull away or jump up to the ceiling.
Oh boy, sorry guys. Oh, my lungs, they hurt. Okay. Where were we?
I got it. Instead, she pulled him by his arm out to the dance floor. Suddenly, Discord felt the whole world spinning. He noticed Celestia talking to fellow ponies, and though what they were talking about, he couldn't really hear, as the music began to blare over them. Luna was giggling and looking at him with this childlike wonder to her. Yes,
You don't want to do giggle?
you must giggle.
You must
Huh.
giggle.
You do it. Giggle for me.
No, you giggle.
No, you.
You're
just
the one who's the character.
Well, it is Luna's line.
See?
Huh?
De må göra så de hör dig.
Nice.
You have to giggle. Yes. Come
God,
on.
it's
You
so
can do it.
adorable.
They have to hear you. One more time.
There we go.
Yes, you did good.
Uh,
You're doing good, Eric.
Banan.
Good job.
It's so
Du
saccharine.
flickar. Good boy.
Oh, yay.
Mat.
Yes, we're gonna go and have dinner afterwards.
At McDonald's.
Nej.
Either that or I know he wants kebab.
No McDonald's.
Oh, shoot, I want kebab too. Mail me some kebab. Okay, go ahead, Webb.
No, it's actually Luna's line.
Huh? Oh.
Go on, Discord.
Come on, this. God, for fuck's sake.
Ned. Don't swear.
Oh, gud, mamma. Come on, Discord. You're holding back. Shut up and dance with me.
Shut up and
Said-
dance.
Said Luna as she began to twirl around the room, leaning into him.
Me holding back? Never. Challenge accepted, Luna.
Said Discord as he snapped a rose into his lips and began to move in motion with her, pulling her up to her hindquarters as he took each front foreleg into his arms and began to tangle with her. He moved his feet fast and swift that Luna had to adjust quickly as he winked towards Celestia as he danced with Luna, spinning around the room with her. Discord realized something. Luna asked him to dance for a reason.
We need some tango music.
She wanted to stand out, and there was no better way to be noticed than dancing with the Lord of Chaos.
Okay. Come on, put a bit more chaos into it.
Suggested Luna with a wink.
You want me to use my chaos magic? But...
He paused. Suddenly he felt Luna's lips pressing against his.
Det oito.
Discord, don't take your eyes off me. Shut up and dance with me.
said Luna as she let go of him, as she pulled him closer and gave him a good spin around the floor. That left the Draconicus dazed. He barely had time to register where he was before she was pulling him closer again and giggling like a filly.
I feel this is kind of... I feel attacked. You guys know I say "oh boy" a lot.
Oofta.
Yeah, oofta too. Oh boy. You sure know? Huh?
I think I just now realized what this story is. It's based off the song. The song "Shut Up and Dance with Me."
Is it really?
Yeah, it's starting to sound like it.
How does that song go again?
Shut up and dance with me.
Yeah, that's the only part I know.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say I didn't know there was a greater plot.
Let's see.
Yes, there is. I know the whole song.
Okay, thank you, Needle. Would you like to sing it for us?
I can pull it up on YouTube.
No, that's not as fun. Then we'll get our stream copyright strikes.
That's right. That's why I'm not going to sing it, because then we're going to get copyright strike.
I didn't say sing it well.
We'll just continue on Discord.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, you sure do know how to give a guy a good time. Now then, he smirked.
He smirked. He smirked, using a bit of his magic to aid him in his steps as he swayed around the dance floor, pulling Luna closer and closer, and then spiraling her halfway across the room, right near Celestia, before pulling her back with his tail. He leaned over Luna's face, inches apart, so close the princess would feel him breathing against her muzzle, as he winked at Celestia before pulling Luna back to him again. Discord didn't know how it happened, but in that moment, Luna captivated him, and he found himself lost in his steps. And as he used his magic to ensure that they stood out amongst the crowd, and soon every pony stopped their own movements to watch the two as they danced together, smoothly yet enchanting. They captivated the crowd and left every pony around them speechless. Luna giggled long after the dance was over, as she nuzzled again.
Do you want the finger?
Giggle. Come on. Come on, you can do it. I love you.
It's my favorite thing.
Luna giggled long after the dance was over, as she nuzzled against Discord affectionately and kissed his cheek. Wow, we already have that sound effect.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's perfect. I'm all about method acting.
All right, Discord.
Luna, did you ask me to be your +1? Why did you ask me to be your +1?
He asked her as he scratched the back of his head. He couldn't help wrapping his arm around her and pulling her closer. If only just to make Celestia jealous that he was hitting on her little sister. on her... that he was hitting on her little sister. Seeing her adorable pout face was worth all the fuss.
Oof, Chad move.
Luna shook her head and pressed her forehoof against his lips.
Huh?
That's you.
Oh, come on, Discord. Shut up already. Keep your eyes on me. Just enjoy the stillness, the beauty and the charm that surrounds us. But if you must know, I really wanted to make my big sister blush,
said Luna, chuckling and bursting out in a fit of laughter.
Huh? Oh.
That's you.
That's you, yeah.
Okay. The look on her, huh?
Look on her face.
Oh, the look on her face when I kissed you. Oh, it was priceless.
You can put more oomph in that.
Det var gøy.
Yeah. I call it having fun. Wait, are you saying you invited me just so you could make your sister jealous?
An even more Chad move by Luna.
Chad, call me or something. That's a song.
Double Chad.
Yeah.
Asked Discord with a slight pout. For a second there, he thought, Luna reached for his face, caressing his cheeks, and brought him into another kiss, this one lasting much longer, more intimate, and full of meaning. She lingered her lips against his before she felt him pulling away.
We shouldn't do this. What will Fluttershy think? Oh, no, the drama.
You player.
Asked Discord as he stared at the floor. He knew how badly he acted regarding Tree Hugger. He knew Fluttershy wasn't one to anger easily, but he felt sorry for his dearest friend that she could be jealous if he chose a lover that wasn't her.
Aw, bro. Come on, man. You gotta give up on that.
I think she'd be happy to see you, that you were having a good time. Besides, I never said that we had to date, unless you like that.
Said Luna, blushing slightly.
I think I would like to try. That is, if you can put up with a bit of chaos.
Said Discord.
Oh, Discord, I put a 1,000 years in the moon. I think a little chaos would be easy to handle. Besides, this gives us both chances to make my sister embarrassed more often, and that's chaos in of itself.
And if that isn't love.
Said Luna as she nuzzled him.
True. I must say, Luna, you're quite a dancer. But more than that, you're magnificent, enchanting, and a lovely alicorn that I am honored to know.
Oh, stop that. Flattery will get you nowhere.
I doubt that, actually. I think it'll get you very far.
If you play it right.
Oh, yeah. No, shall we dance again?
Asked Luna, offering him her hoof once more.
But...
He began when she started again.
Come on, Discord. You're holding back. Just keep your eyes on me. You know, it's destiny. Shut up and dance with me.
Said Luna as she pulled him to the dance floor once more. This was shaping up to be one hell of a night, and a gala he soon wouldn't forget. Let's see. Oh, this is Discord.
This mare, it must be destiny. I don't know how it happens. She took me by the arm and said,
Don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me.
She said,
Huh?
Map shooter.
No, this is still his.
Yeah, it's still you.
Huh?
Yeah.
She said, oh.
Look at the quote.
Don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. She said, I'm holding back. Just shut up and dance with me.
Discord danced the night away with the Princess of the Night.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Oh boy.
That one was pretty good.
Thank you so much, you two. I thought you would play that part.
Oh, for Meg.
You did good. You were good, Luna.
Nice.
You were good, princess.
Yep, Skybolt planned that one.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Now, since she was left out of the last fanfic, I pulled up Who Wears the Pants if Needle would like to have a conversation with herself about who wears the pants in their relationship.
We all know I like talking to myself, so yes. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like there's a narrator. Who wants to be the narrator?
I'll continue if you want.
I don't care. Whoever wants to be narrator.
All right, I'll narrate.
My dearest is taking a break.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us.
It was great having you.
Thank you for joining. And they said it was great to have you
Hyggelig.
here. He says it was nice.
I bet it was.
Well, he's usually not one who smiles and laughs without a reason, and since he has been smiling and laughing almost the whole segment, I think it went very well, which is really nice.
You're welcome.
And thank you.
Oh, I can take this off now. Okay, Grudge Match. Who Wears the Pants by Ninja Deadbeard.
All right, here we go. Chapter 1, the only chapter. Grudge Match. Princess Twilight Sparkle, whose title included, from her most to least favorite, The Princess of Friendship, Ponyville Librarian, valedictorian magna cum laude of CSGU's 1104 graduating year, princess of CHS fall formal 1107 depending on chronal dimensional fluctuations, princess of Equestria, and second best princess from Equestrian Geographic 10 years running, attentively on a high hill on the edge of the Whitetail Woods. The sun was beginning to dip down towards the horizon, and the remnants of lunch were scattered about the little picnic she and her friends had thrown. When she went to turn the next page of her book, Treasure Hunters, A.K. Yearling and Groom Q.Q. Martingale's latest book about the entirely fictional, we assure you, continuing adventures of the married archaeologist couple Daring Do and Dr. Caballeron, Twilight didn't seem to notice the page actually turning. This was problematic. She knew her magic reserves would be low, but now she couldn't even turn a page on a book? This was too cruel. She desperately tried to swipe the pages with her magic again and again, and all she managed to do was strain her eyes looking at the page as the light levels dipped and jumped erratically around her. She glanced about, noting both that Rarity and Pinkie Pie were giving her odd looks, and that the sun seemed to have jumped several degrees across the sky from where it was before. It was now 11:30 a.m., if the sun was anything to go by.
Oh,
Twilight?
okay, Twilight. Sorry.
She grinned sheepishly as she set the sun back to 2 p.m.
Guess this spell's taken a lot out of me.
Something crashed out in the depths of the woods, sending a ripple of force out into Twilight's shield. The dome of violet light, arrayed in huge hexagon-shaped plates of raw magical power, completely enveloped the woods. As the force from the last hit struck the shield, it quivered slightly under the impact, but held firm.
Honestly, this is ridiculous.
Rarity sighed, her sewing kit laying forlorn at her side. She also had a book held in her magic, some cheap romantic thing with a well-worn spine.
Can't they see that?
Pinkie Pie set out another set of fresh cookies, seemingly from nowhere. Nobody questioned at all why they were so hot and fresh when there wasn't an oven around for miles. It was just a Pinkie thing. It was just Pinkie's things. There was another crash. This time, a line of trees shifted a few feet to the left.
Oh!
Twilight made a mental note to contact the Royal Geological Society and have them update the continental plate maps later.
I think Applejack did that. 5 bits. No bet!
Pinkie pulled out her binoculars.
I've seen that mare crack diamonds with a kick. Dashy ain't got nothing on her. Diamonds?
Rarity moaned.
What a dreadful waste over some silly tradition.
The fashionista paused, turned her head a little to the left, and squinted into the distance.
Is that Fluttershy?
I'll be
Indeed.
Fluttershy.
Yes, you'd be Fluttershy.
Indeed. Indeed, it was Fluttershy. The yellow Pegasus was flying in their direction, following the gentle curve of Twilight's shield spell. While she made good progress, she flinched and glanced to her left, worryingly whenever another explosion went off in the distance.
Pony? Hello, every pony.
She said, happily, but with a nervousness she hadn't shown in years.
What's going on? Is there something horrible? A bad guy trapped over there?
Pinkie shook her head.
Oh, sorry. Nope, nothing like that's going on today. At least as far as I know.
Fluttershy.
Oh, good.
Fluttershy wiped away a bead of sweat on her forehead.
the sanctuary was hosting a souffle contest for Miss Cheerily's class, and, well, the shockwaves were causing a lot of trouble. What is going on, if you don't mind?
Rarity took out a small file and began doing a little maintenance on her hooves.
Oh, it's just Applejack and Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy frowned.
What are they doing?
Twilight gazed, unimpressed, at a sudden rainbow-colored cloud that rose above a far-off hill. The sound of the collision reached him a second later. Twilight?
Wait,
Fighting, because that's my life now.
What?
Fluttershy gaped, eyes shrinking down to dots.
Why are they fighting? They're friends.
Well, yeah!
Pinkie Pie began, but stopped when she saw her usually calm, gentle Pegasus friend pacing in agitation right along the edge of the magical barrier, eyes locked on the horizon. This
They're
Pinkie Pie.
more than friends.
Oh, sorry. Fluttershy began, talking quickly.
Well, I mean, we've all seen their relationship grow over the years. Dashy and Applejack may have started off as rivals, but they...
You cut it out.
I know, my headphones are dying.
Yes, darling, we know.
Rarity raised an eyebrow, wondering where Fluttershy's sudden manic energy came from.
It's...
Another thunderous crash dang it. Another thunderous crash cut off what she was about to say. This one was accompanied by a rainbow wave and the distant thrash of an electric guitar, if Twilight wasn't mistaken.
Oh, this is horrible.
Fluttershy cried, almost literally.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
Now you sound way better.
There we go.
Yes!
Oh, do I?
Yes!
Yeah.
I just switched over from my headphones to my my phone because my headphones are dead now.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
a lot better.
you sound a lot better and a lot less robot is attacking in the background.
Well, the robot is attacking is just because Spectrum sucks. That's my internet provider.
Yay.
This is horrible.
Fluttershy cried, almost literally. They
They
only just...
announced their love publicly a few months ago. They were going to be in love, start a family, be together as each other's special sun pony.
Huh?
Twilight watched her friend break down in front of her.
So that's what
Hold on.
twilighting looks like from the outside.
Give me 1 second. Let me fix this so I can hear you guys better.
Oh, yeah, sure. Damn, it's already been 2.5 hours? Doesn't seem that long.
There we go.
This episode's flown by.
Yep. That's what happens when you have fun.
Now I can hear you guys better. You're not going off of the speaker in my little thing.
Oh, yeah, this is way better.
Okay, the next few lines are Twilight.
Yeah, so,
You start off with huh.
Twilight. What? So that's what twilighting looks like. She turned to Pinkie.
She turned to Pinkie.
I'm sorry you've had to put up with me for so long like that.
The party pony shrugged.
We cool.
Cool.
There was, at the very instant, a single colossal titanic crash, one to dwarf all others, the sort of thundercrack that announces the end of civilization and the downfall of ages. The shockwave hit first, shattering Twilight's force field like a sledgehammer on fine porcelain. And the wind that rushed past and around the four ponies was only blunted by a smaller, diamond-shaped one that popped up in its place.
Rarity?
Twilight gasped, her stamina taking a sudden plunge with her spell's destruction.
Did you do that?
Hello?
She failed to say more as Pinkie shoved a cookie string into her mouth and
I don't know if that's a word. I think it's offered.
I'm gonna read it.
No, proffered is a word.
And proffered a glass of milk.
Get your strength back, Sparkle! Dr. Pie's orders!
Dust kicked up by the explosion. Dust kicked up by the explosion. Rushed past the picnic ponies just then. Redirected slightly around by Rarity's timely shield spell. The rumbling, thunderous echo of this decisive clash rolled them next, and would continue to roll over Ponyville and potentially all of Equestria.
Well...
Rarity popped her sewing kit open with her magic, a smile finally forming on her face.
A lady must be prepared for any situation, darling. I'm just sorry I didn't practice shield spells more often before. After talking with my mere counterpart, Rarity, I can see now how useful that sort of thing has been in the past.
Fluttershy.
How could you all be so calm about this?
Fluttershy wheeled back on her friends.
Our friends are potentially hurting each other, ruining their relationship.
Her big blue eyes instantly filled with liquid and began pouring out of the distressed Pegasus.
Started filling with liquid.
Anime crying.
Why are we just standing up here and having a picnic?
Twilight sighed. She watched Fluttershy with a pitiable look. Then she asked,
Fluttershy, how much do you know about apple marriage practices?
Apple marriage practices?
dun dun dun.
Is this
Run!
going into, like, polygamy territory? I don't like where this is going.
The question caught Fluttershy off a little off balance. She sniffed and collected herself.
I guess not much. Are they different from every pony else's? What does that have to do with...
Everything, darling.
Rarity sounded every bit as tired as Twilight, but the way she held up her measuring tape, writing pad, and pencil in her magical aura, one would think she was dancing.
Everything.
But just before Fluttershy could ask for clarification, she heard something coming up the hill from the same side as the woods. Used to be. An orange mare wearing the remnants of a Stetson could be seen trudging up the hill with a cyan Pegasus slung over her back. Applejack gasping for air and looking like she laid down under the Friendship Express running at full speed. Reached the top of the hill and took in the sight of her friends with her least swollen eye. Rainbow Dash looking somehow worse, and somehow still alive, lay on her back in a completely torpid state. With a single, clearly painful heave that took the last of her strength, Applejack dropped Dash to the grass at her hooves.
It's decided.
She said through gulps of fresh air. She took a breath and shot Rainbow Dash a triumphant look, adding,
You're the one gotta wear the dress at the wedding, you dang varmint.
Finally.
Twilight stood up and stretched.
That was stupid. Mazel tov!
Pinky shouted, throwing hooffuls of confetti about the pair.
But yeah, kinda dumb. Who makes family traditions about who has to wear a dress or a full suit at the wedding?
Sign of dominance.
Applejack stared at one of the four Pinkie Pies she could see.
We're, your farm ponies. Ain't the pies got something similar?
Pinky nodded vigorously.
Nope, not since we heard from a traveling doctor pony that beating each other with rocks could cause brain damage.
Twilight glanced down at Pinky and sighed.
So stupid.
Rarity said nothing. She was too busy taking Rainbow's measurements while she lay insensate.
Insensate.
Thank you. Lay insensate on the ground.
darling.
She finally asked the concussed Pegasus.
Frills are all right, and flowers. Might I add bows as well?
Rainbow Dash coughed up a tooth.
I'm sure it's fine, Sugar Cube.
Applejack flopped to the ground without bending her knees. She didn't trust her legs anymore.
And make sure it's got a lot of pink. That was the bet.
Ha!
She turned her head a bit and then winced as she realized what a terrible idea that had been.
When did Fluttershy get here?
She asked before a look of fear passed over her.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She's trying to say hallucinating.
She can't speak in fancy. Fluttershy for the most part. Fluttershy
Oh
for
no,
the-
I ain't hallucin. I ain't
I
seeing
read
things,
that.
am I? No, you
I already
didn't.
read that.
Oh, it might have cut out then.
Yeah, because I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I already read that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll move on. Fluttershy, for her part, simply snorted out her nose and laughed to herself. She turned around and began walking back towards her sanctuary, happy that her friends were still together and their bonds perhaps unbreakable. Fluttershy.
I suppose that I should have said.
I should, God damn it.
I suppose I should have expected nothing but engagement.
Author's note. I am accepting your hate now. I don't think any hate is deserved. The author's right. Applejack would win in such a hoofticuffs. And now Rainbow Dash has to wear the pants.
No, it's Applejack wears the pants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Where's the dress?
That's so weird. What if it's a traditional, like, male on female wedding?
Which apple gets to wear the stem? Okay, since another tradition of past What the Fix is a transformation story where some character is some kind of machine, I think we have to do the Celexa one.
Oh no.
We have to. So who would like to be Celexa, the Celestia Alexa?
I'll be Celexa.
Do it.
I'll be Flash Sentry.
Okay, and I will narrate.
Hey,
Celexa.
Chris, are you still with us?
Oh yeah.
I'm still with you guys. I was just like enjoying the other one, just kind of getting like, okay, they're doing all the voices. Kind of fair since me and my dearest did the last one.
What would you like to be the narrator?
I can try. I just need to get it up on my phone so I can read it.
No problem. Just drop it in the chat.
Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Or should I say it as we say in Norwegian? Tusen takk. Let me see. On a chill Friday evening in San Francisco, Flash Sentry digs around the living room for his small apartment.
I know. That's really random. Not you. You're doing great, Chris. It's just odd. Real world plays.
Okay. Of his small apartment, looking for a special cologne, all while scrambling to tidy himself up. Bing!
You have one message from Mother.
Celexa, play. Wait.
Oh, that's me. So Alexa, play the message.
Hi, dear. I'm so excited for your big date. Remember to bring some flowers, be polite, and don't ever split the bill.
Flash, would you like me to order some flowers for you?
Celexa asked.
Options are roses, tulips, azaleas, daisies.
No, Celexa.
Flash sighed.
It's only a first date. Mothers, you know.
Oof, big mistake.
Optimizing for first date.
Huh?
Oito.
See, you have not ordered condoms since.
Since
I cannot find last condom delivery.
Oof.
Would you like me to order you some?
no, thank you, Celexa. I am a gentleman after all.
You don't have that much game flash.
Studies at Amazon Research Lab indicate that 83% of first dates in San Francisco end in intercourse.
God damn. Chill.
Wait, 83%?
Oh boy.
You don't have to read that part. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Flash ponders.
Yeah, Flash Ponders. No? No.
Sorry.
I meant you aren't reading the sexy time stuff.
Flash part.
Just Skype, can I be the mom and you be the narrator?
I think the mom is already gone.
The mom is
She's
the
already
first
sent
date.
her poor little boy into the wide, unforgiving world. I probably should have proofread this more. I'm sorry.
Anyway, if
okay.
it ends in sexy times, I'll read it. How about that?
Oh, come on. This story can't get any worse.
Yeah,
Jinx it!
he's not gonna have a good end. I can already tell.
If this
Okay.
story is based off of the movie that I'm thinking it's based off of, then yeah, he's not going to have a good ending.
Okay, Flash
Ponders.
ponders, wandering off towards his laptop.
Based on your recent underwear purchase, I will order you please wait.
Celexa, I can't find anything about 83%
Yeah.
of it anywhere here. Send me the report or some.
Part 1 of Dating Analyst
Dating
complete. Snugfit condom ordered.
If you say so, Steve.
Amazon Research Lab indicates women show a strong preference for men who cook over men who dine out.
Okay,
Would you like me to be the narrator, Chris?
yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries.
I'm going to make a note of that as they prefer cooks only if you're good at cooking. That's a big star. So Alexa continues.
Whole Foods first date branded prepared meals should include salmon or steak.
Oh,
What
wait,
do you-
I skipped a line. Girls,
Okay.
girls like coming over on first date? That's not right. Is that common?
Whole Foods first date branded prepared meals include salmon or steak. What do you prefer?
All right, Alexa.
Flash nodded, buttoning up his freshly ironed shirt.
Order the salmon, please.
Okay. Ordering salmon package from Whole Foods.
Alexa, text Twilight.
That's you dictating.
Oh. Good evening, Twi. Flash here. Eating out is such a cliche. What would you think about coming over to my place? Enjoying romantic night, 3-course dinner, intercourse after.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just kidding, Alexa. Don't
What?
send that. Sorry.
Flash chuckles.
Don't send that last.
Message sent.
Alexa states blankly. There, Flash's heart drops as his eyes widened.
No, cancel.
He stutters.
I said cancel.
Ping! You have... Oh, sorry.
You have one new message. Twilight.
Uh-oh. Read it to me, please.
What kind of woman do you think I am? I don't go to men places on the first date. Have fun finding someone that will, fuckboy.
F me.
Flash winces, burying his face into his hands.
Message sent.
Alexa says...
Why are you doing this to me?
Message sent.
I'm going to throw you out the damn window, I swear.
Message sent.
You're ruining my life.
Message sent.
OMG, dial Twilight for me, please.
Dialing Twilight Sparkle.
After a few long, loud rings from the device,
Hi there. You've reached Twilight Sparkle. I'll call you back when I'm done saving Equestria. Oh, I mean the world. Beep.
Wait, someone actually leave?
Oh, Chris had to leave.
Oh. Okay.
Beep.
Twilight!
Flash whines, struggling to calm himself down.
Please call me back. I don't know what just happened. There with all these messages. There's been a real misunderstanding, but I received a message that you were saying I was a fuckboy?
Message deleted.
Celexa cuts him off.
What? Why the hell did you do that?
Amazon Research Lab indicate women find men who cry unattractive.
Unattractive? What?
I'm detecting sadness. Ordering mango ice cream.
Oof, good call. Annoyed, Flash grabs a throw pillow from off the couch and chucks it at the pesky white device, barely grazing it.
I'm detecting anger. Ordering more throw pillows.
But you ordered those for me last week already. Girl, please stop ordering for me.
A few seconds later, Celexa's cool blue light flickered off to Flash's relief. With a heavy sigh, he gets off the couch and heads for his room until...
Phase 2 updating analysis complete.
the device says, sparking back to artificial life.
Optimizing.
Click! Flash literally pulls the plug on Celexa, waving the long dangling cord in front of her in a taunting manner.
Haha!
He cackles childishly.
How do you like that, sucker?
Battery charge complete. 100%.
Celexa continues on.
Men who experience rejection feel much happier after sexual release.
The TV in the living room suddenly comes on, showing an out-of-shape, hairy man laying in a bed completely in the nude with wide box covering his no-nos.
It's a good thing Chris
It's
left.
Ron Jeremy!
Good thing Chris left.
It's Ron Jeremy!
Yeah, we're in Adult Swim now.
Did someone order a package?
The man chuckles seductively, preparing to slide the box aside. Click! Irritated and slightly uncomfortable, Flash pulls the plug on the TV as well, shutting it down.
Refining optimization.
Celexa says.
Amazon Research Lab indicates men requiring sexual release show on incredibly strong preference to threesomes.
I'm so sick of.
Heading towards his room once more, Flash suddenly stops in his tracks and slowly peeks his head back into the living room with a very intrigued look.
Threesomes?
He utters.
Of course, Flash. Would you like a threesome?
Wait, Celexa, you can order me a threesome? A literal threesome? Is that even legal or something?
Correct.
Celexa confirms.
Available now with Prime Now delivery. Would you like a threesome?
Flash leans back dreamily against the wall, pondering the device's tempting yet quite steamy offering and staring at Celexa with lustful eyes.
Would you like a threesome, Flash?
Okay, I can do this. Yes.
He pants in excitement, wiping the beads of sweat off his forehead.
Yes, I do, Celexa. That would be very nice. Order me a threesome.
Ka-ching!
Okay. Ordering another Celexa.
Oh, you got fucked now, boy. The poor man's dopey grin fades away fast as he slammed his head against the door in total anguish, sliding down into the fetal position. Soon, pushed to the breaking point, a salty Flash grabs Celexa off the table and stomps toward the window.
I'm detecting anger. Ordering another.
Thud.
Screw your research. Oh, sorry. Say again.
I was reading the sound effect.
Screw your research lab.
Flash hisses. The damaged machine cracks hard against the concrete outside the apartment, just as the delivery guy with headphones casually sets down a bulky box beside a mountain of other packages, large and small, resting against Flash's door. Guy must sure know how to party, the delivery guy chortles, strutting back toward his truck. The end. Well, that took a turn. I was not expecting that.
Would you like a threesome, Flash?
Oh, that was
Yes.
clever. I like
No,
that.
Celexa. No, Celexa. I don't want one.
Ordering another Alexa.
Cancel order.
Oh my goodness.
Sending message to Twilight Sparkle.
That was pretty fun. Okay, where was the one I was going to read? Dang it, where is it? Oh, here we go. I'm sure the chat, I got to do at least one an episode. Are you, chat? Would you like a Gilbert Gottfried story?
Oh no, it's a Gilbert Gottfried.
All right, I think this one will be fun. We'll see how it goes. I think it should be fun though. Twilight the Telemarketer. Chapter 1. The only chapter.
Where's the link?
Oh yeah, it's mostly a solo thing, but give me a sec.
Oh, okay.
It was a normal day in Ponyville. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping on various branches, and Pinkie Pie had already been by Twilight's castle 5 times to announce the completion of different pies that she was making. This caused some distress for the Purple Alicorn, as she was in the midst of writing the tribute speech to mark her occasion of her coronation as ruler of all of you ponies in Equestria. She wanted it to be absolutely terrific, for after all, one did not get to pay tribute to Celestia and Luna on a daily basis. She was honored that Cadence had asked her to do so. Her sister-in-law was going to make a speech as well, but she felt that it would be doubly special if they both spoke. So, Twilight attempted to get her speech done, but it was a little unnerving, considering the amount of interruptions she was experiencing. Not only had Pinkie been by multiple times, but Rarity had called her and asked about a coronation gown. Applejack had come by to talk about the potentiality of a cider shortage that season, and Rainbow Dash had pranked her 3 times already. Through it all, her friends seemed extra jumpy when she wondered just what could have provoked such unrest within them. She had just sat down from dismissing Pinkie for the 5th time when a telephone began to ring. Ah, she groaned as she got up and reluctantly trotted to the next room. She had already received 6 calls that morning from telemarketing ponies. She truly loved having the phone, and she had introduced it after returning from one of her many trips into Sunset's world. But this was the part where she had completely despised. Some greedy ponies not named Flim and Flam had gotten a hold of the concept and had built up a small empire through scamming ponies out of their hard-earned bits. Twilight had complained to Celestia, but the Princess of the Sun's inspections always came out clean. Those ponies have a way of hiding their true intentions, she told herself as she picked up the receiver with her magic. Hello, this is Princess Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, helper of all ponies in need, and harbinger of companionship. How may I help you? She asked dully, quoting her entire title, hoping against hope that it was some pony she knew and could help quickly. Hello! A voice on the other end boomed! I represent the Peach and Beach Company, and you should take advantage of our special offer. I'm not interested, Twilight said for the umpteenth time that day. Oh, but it was really a fantastic deal. It's books, princess. The mere mention of the literary world pricked her ears. Okay, I'm listening. For the payment of just 5 bits and the assurance of your attendance at our special meeting next week, you become the proud owner of the entire Star Swirl Magic Guide Collection. Twilight's mouth hit the floor because it didn't seem possible. The guides written by her dear friend and idol were extremely hard to come by. Not only that, but they were considered illegal in that a lot of magic schools because the spells were so utterly difficult. Not that Twilight minded, as she wanted to get her hooves on them as quickly as possible. Her mind warped straight to an image of the collection sitting on her shelf, nice and clean, 2 bookends on each respective side. She began to drool as her neuroses and lunatic need for knowledge took over. Some part of her registered that this was a telemarketing scam, but her want for the books overpowered it. What time and place? She asked. And then there's a break in the text. Twilight trotted into the conference room at the hotel in Canterlot, where her timeshare presentation was scheduled to take place. She couldn't help but notice that the place was completely full. There must have been over 100 ponies inside, and it was a little cramped. So with a large load of excess excuse me's and pardon me's, princess coming through, she made her way to a seat. It was plastic with a rather hard back. She gingerly sat down and tried to look as regal and proper as was demanded of a princess in public. However, she just came off as being goofy. The other ponies were excited to have the royalty there, but they couldn't help snickering at her positioning. She blushed a bit as some pony sat behind her and offered her a hoof. Your Highness, it's wonderful to see you, the new mayor said. I'm Golden Oldies. Twilight could tell by her name, age, and cutie mark of the music note that this was some pony completely obsessed with more classic auditory pleasures. She smiled and shook the hoof, glad to meet someone friendly sitting next to her. She couldn't imagine what it would be like if she had been forced to sit with some pony who wasn't kind. She silently thanked Celestia that her experience at this event was going well so far. However, she was curious as to the reason behind Golden's presence there. She knew that any pony could enjoy a good book, but for someone like her to want to read Star Swirl's magic guides didn't make a lot of sense. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Golden, Twilight said cheerfully. I didn't think the royalty attended these kinds of affairs, Golden said bluntly, but it's nice to have you anyway. Thanks, I think, Twilight responded, but in actuality, I'm only here for the free books. Free books? Golden asked oddly. What free books? You know, the Star Swirl Magic Guide Collection they're giving out to every pony here at the end of the presentation. The mayor told me on the phone. Huh? They are not, Golden said with sudden hotness. They're giving away copies of Winnie Hendrix's album. They are not, a stallion in a row behind them with a cutie mark of digging sand said. They're giving away a free bulldozer. They are not, another mare with a cutie mark of paw print said. They're giving away a free puppy. Soon enough, the entire room was in an uproar over the supposed giveaway. Ponies argued over the chairs. Some even threatened to go hoof to hoof with the other suckers. The scene was chaotic as everyone had a different idea of just what the free item at the end of the presentation was. And all it had to do was something they either loved or had cutie marks of. One pony said that it would be a free chemistry set. Another said they claimed it'd be a year's supply of baking equipment. And yet a third called out that it would be tickets to the newest Bridal Way show. Coincidentally, she was the one of the actresses in said show. It had nearly come to violence when the presenter finally got up to the microphone and cleared her throat. If I could have quiet, please, she asked, and then waited for every pony to stop talking before continuing. Thank you, fillies and gentle colts. I am honored and privileged to be able to give you the following presentation on how many bits you could be earning by investing in beachfront property timeshares. Ah! Everybody groaned simultaneously, and then there was a break in the text. And so, by reinvesting in the 15th timeshare, we see how the market value doubles over the ensuing quarter. Does any pony have any questions? The presenter finished with a polite yet completely plastic smile. When do we get the free stuff? The stallion yelled. At the end of the week. Week? Golden yelled from her seat, startling a half-asleep Twilight. You told us that all we had to do was sit through some kind of special meeting. The presenter said with the same plastic look. We said special meetings. There are plural words. There's an S at the end of the last word there. No, you said one meeting, the digging stallion yelled. I want my 5 bits back. So do I, Golden yelled. The room was once again turned into a mob as the presenter and her associates chased out the door down the hall. Twilight didn't take part in the blatant ruffians' behavior, but she smiled as she watched them run off. She had definitely learned her lesson regarding telemarketers. Never, ever give your hard-earned bits to some pony unless you trust them to be honest and fair. And never give in to those ridiculous phone operations. The end. Okay. Well, that was a fun time.
That one was amusing.
I wasn't sure where that was going to go, but all of the options I found, that was the most exciting. So I thought we'd give it a shot. I think it's okay.
And I think it's just you and I.
Nope.
One more person's here. Drat.
Okay, you guys want me to go through the list of options again? See what you're interested in?
Sure.
We have incorrect assumptions. Luna catches Celestia and Twilight in a compromising position, but it's not what you think it is. Undead and unconcerned. Zombie apocalypse happens, but the ponies don't really seem to care. Walking with the princess. 1,000 years of silence and emptiness trapped inside the moon, and now the princess of the night, Luna, has returned to Ponyville, and only one pony seems willing to give her a chance. Pistols at Dawn. After learning of an ancient dueling ritual she had missed out on while trapped in the moon, Luna becomes determined to try a round of Pistols at Dawn herself.
I'm up for that one.
G. Tempest, why are you so tall? Twilight wants to ask why Tempest is so tall. Rated teen for alcohol and dick jokes. We have Stable 73's Astronomer, which is another user submitted one. Which I'm pretty sure it's a different Stable 73. Just FYI. It looks like an interview, kind of an interview between the astronomer and the interviewer.
What do you think, Needle? Should we do the submission?
I kind of like the idea of the G Tempest. Why are you so tall? Because it has dick.
Yeah, that also caught my glance. Here, I'll drop it in the chat, and you two can parse up the words yourself. I'll take a back seat for this one. Gotta rush my voice.
What? You don't want to be the narrator?
No, not this time. You gotta take breaks after the Gottfried. It really takes the breath out of you.
Wait a minute, didn't we already read this one?
I don't think so. Long Girl. I love the chapter name. We read the one where Twilight and Tempest were in a bathtub, but this is something else.
Ah, okay. I may have came across this one and read it already, but I don't know.
I'll read Tempest.
Okay, I'll be Twilight and narrator. Double duty.
I'm going to take a bathroom break real quick, but you guys can kick it off.
All right, with that, while he's leaving, we'll be reading.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, Tempest, why? What?
So whenever you're ready.
Okie doke. Gee, Tempest, why are you so tall? Written by Super Trampoline. You can buy it at Walmart. Chapter 1, Long Girl. Twilight smiled. She wasn't normally one for bars, but the drinks were flowing, the buzz was kicking in, the food was better than she remembered bar food being. The other patrons were leaving her alone, and most importantly, she was hanging out with a new friend.
So that's why Grubber is banned. From Trottingham curling.
Twilight snapped back into the present, shaking her head vigorously. Oh, wow, funny story, haha! Her companion, Tempest Shadow, nee Fizzlepop Berry Twist, a large dark unicorn with a broken horn, eyed her doubtfully.
Not to be rude, yes, but you seem distracted. I mean, I know you're probably worried about what every pony is thinking, seeing you socialize with a former enemy of the state, and whether I am actually your friend or just saving face, or why the Storm King has made so many rookie mistakes, or...
Twilight stopped her. No, it's not that. In order, you didn't violate any laws of war, although you're not off the hook yet. I'm pretty good at identifying genuine friendship. It is in my job description. And like many villains, the Storm King was brought down in part by his own hubris. But you are right, I've had something on my mind. Tempest leaned forward slightly, tipsily.
Well, what is it?
Twilight cleared her throat. Tempest, why are you so tall? The mare in question was, perhaps surprisingly, not taken aback. She probably gets this asked a lot, thought Twilight.
That's what's been eating you? Well, I'm glad you asked.
She turned to the bartender.
Fruity? I lost my spot. Fruity, another Manhattan Dry. It's story time.
Story time! Twilight nibbled at her hayburger, a predictable order she conceded, as her friend began her tale.
Well, as you know from my villain song montage, I lost my horn when I was just a filly. Doctors tried to transplant it back on, but the damage was too extensive and the graft wouldn't hold. So, I stuck with the broken horn. As you can imagine, this led to a severe inferiority complex on my part. I was devastated. You know what assholes kids can be. All the other fillies and colts thought that I was a fucking freak. Yeah, my mom was like, oh, don't mind them. We still love you, blah, blah, blah. But when you're a kid who's an outcast, words are small consolation well, actual bullying. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional.
Twilight wrapped her in a comforting wing. Well, tried to. The alcohol turned it into more of an awkward pat on the head. But the intention was there. Why don't you skip ahead to the part where you get tall?
Fuck your sad story. Tell me why you're so tall. Right. Yeah. Point being, I grew up an outcast. Edgy loner. You know, I was actually a hot tropic employee at one point. Hot trot pick.
Twilight giggled. I can totally picture it.
Right. So years go by, and I, after a lot of angsty diary entries, hackneyed emo bands, and I don't think I've heard that word before. I came to the conclusion that, hey, maybe if I can't get respect out of, you know, pony decency, well, I'll just have to earn it through, intimidation.
Twilight leaned in. What was that?
Tempest sighed.
Oh, sorry. Tempest sighed.
I wanted to be intimidating. A total edge fest. Friend of General Zoe. I wanted to be tall and scary and intimidating. But that was just the problem. The trauma of the accident and the bullying had really fucked up my diet and nerves. I was actually a little stunted, and that's too bad. You know, like Rainbow Dash's height. And that just wouldn't do.
Okay, so get on with it. What'd you do?
All right. There was this sorcerer who lived on the edge of town. Other town ponies kind of avoided, well, totally avoided him. So naturally, I felt kinship.
Oh, like Zecora! Twilight interjected.
I don't know who that is, but sure. So anyway, on my 19th birthday, I worked up the courage to ask him if he could, make me taller.
And what'd he say?
Oh, he gave me he gave me the same old spiel about loving who you are and the dangers of dark magic, the whole basket load. It took a bit of convincing to get him to see things my way.
Twilight gave her a deadpan look. You threatened him, didn't you? Tempest blushed nervously.
Oh, look, I'm not proud of who I was as an individual back then, or about
She paused to tally time.
2.5 weeks ago. Hey. Oh, wait, that's your turn.
Hey, that's the past. I've had my shares of mistakes too. I mean, I never tried to conquer and destroy Equestria because my friends abandoned me, but it was Tempest's turn to glare. Sorry, that was uncalled for. This is why, well, part of why I don't drink more often. I turn into Twilight snarkle. Tempest was not amused. Well, she tried not to be amused. Despite her best efforts, she cracked a smile.
You done?
Twilight took a big breath. In case anyone's wondering why I just said that the way I did, there's a lot of space in between each word.
Is there?
Yeah.
Mine looks normal. Are you reading it on mobile or?
I'm reading on my computer.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Waiting
I'll
for him.
I'll refresh the page. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's a lot of space in between. Twilight took a big breath.
Maybe it's just formatted different because I'm on mobile.
Probably. Okay. Twilight took a big breath. I'm not even going to try to read that fast. Let's see. You should really talk to Starlight. What the heck?
You
This-
good?
I think so. Just this whole this part of the sentence is all bunched together. So you should really talk to Starlight's heals or Starlight heals or try to destroy Equestria because.
Starlight, she also tried to destroy Equestria.
Thank you. Because she also lost a friend. Why is that bunched together?
Because she says it like this. You should really talk to Starlight. She tried to steal our universe because...
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay, now I'm done. Carry on. Tempest paused to take another sip of her Manhattan as the crowd continued to bustle around them, thankfully ignoring the two. Twilight cast a mild shield of boringness to ward off the stares, but Tempest didn't need to know that.
Right. So, the guy, his Narc Mopfler.
Twilight interrupted again. What kind of name is that?
Look,
Said Tempest, surreptitiously stealing some of Twilight's fries.
you gonna let me finish the story or not?
Ah, my bad. I keep doing this.
It's okay. I forgive you. What friends do.
Tempest said with a wink. Ha! You're learning. Please, friend, continue.
Okay. We were getting to the good stuff. So, Narky Narc, I guess. That was my annoying name for him. Tells me that most of the solutions that immediately come to mind involved repeatedly breaking my leg, summoning demons, or sacrificing virgins. So, and I tell him that I'm not a masochist and I'd rather avoid the dark arts, and I'm definitely not into the whole self-sacrifice thing. So he thinks on it.
Twilight took the hoof flagging down the bartender and turned it towards Tempest. Okay, I am so sorry. I'm going to interrupt you one more time. I know I probably shouldn't ask this, but I'm drunk, so F it. And I'm not trying to shame you or anything. It's just you brought it up, and now it's gonna bug me. Tempest waited. Are you still a virgin? Is that part of why you're so angsty? You know, all that pent up. And you just now popped up back in as I'm saying that.
Yeah, I heard like 2 sentences. Like, oh yeah, so is that why you're so mad? Is you're an incel? Continue.
Needle?
That is a story for another time. Stop interrupting me.
Tempest yelled. Despite Twilight's spell, a few patrons turned and stared. She sighed slowly and added more calmly.
I'm 36, Twilight. I am not a virgin.
Suddenly, Twilight held a hoof to her muzzle, stifling a laugh.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Huh? You lost me.
It's your turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Oh my goddess! I bet you, I bet you sucked the Storm King's dick. I bet you sucked his. Oh god. His hairy Yeti dick, trying to get him to fix your horn. Oh my goddess! You face effed him, the Storm King, didn't you?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Sparks flew from Tempest's horn in her low but gnashing whisper.
You know, Twilight, despite all the wrongs I've committed, I'm proud of the fact I never directly killed any pony. I'd hate for that to change.
Twilight frantically waved her hooves. Whoa, calm down. I think the alcohol's getting to us. Tempest lowered her head in shame.
Don't lower it too far now.
That was uncalled for. Sorry. Look, maybe I should finish the story.
No, I'm sorry. I'm enjoying. If I wasn't interested, I wouldn't keep interrupting, and it was totally inappropriate of me to insinuate you filleted your boss.
As I said, a story for another day.
Twilight smirked. Ha! You totally did!
Moving on.
Tempest declared, realizing she was going to be. Tempest declared, realizing she was going to have to be the bigger mare, literally. Moving on, Twilight echoed, reaching for her glass and finding it empty. She finished off her burger instead.
So, Narc was really into plant stuff. Herbomancy, I think it's called.
Twilight nodded.
He told me that that some plants could graft with ponies and make you into a hybrid. It was intensive and dangerous, but it wasn't unheard of. I broke into song and told him I was willing to risk it. It was a really good song too.
Heart songs always are.
Yep. So I asked him how I gotta. So I asked him what I gotta do to get the ball rolling.
Wow.
And first thing he does is send me to the library with a big ass list. Now, I know. Geez, calm down, Twilight. Books and lists wet your cooch. But I'm a mare of action, and this wasn't exactly what I was hoping to do. But he said it was going to be easy, and most things in life aren't when you're different. I've learned that the hard way.
Twilight rolled her eyes. We get it. You're sad you lost your horn. Ow.
Rude. Well, yeah. I found all the books. Well, I had to. I had to back order a few from libraries and whatever, and brought them to him. And you know, Twilight. Just want to add, there's a lot of effort on his part. I kind of became his secretary for a few months, running errands and cooking and cleaning and domestic shit.
Hey now.
Twilight grinned. I bet you sucked his dick too. Freaking hell.
I was 19. He was 57. There was no dick sucking involved.
This is why Twilight shouldn't drink wine.
I did read this story, and I remember why I never finished it. Hey, among adults, age is just a number. I mean, you want to know something? Shining Armor is 8 years older than me, but that never stopped us from... Tempest covered her ears.
Hey now.
Hey now.
It'll be okay.
Oh my stars.
I know. You didn't
okay.
need to...
Sorry.
You want me to take over as Twilight?
Yeah, you can take over as Twilight.
Yes, please.
Oh my stars. I did not need to hear that. You are such a fucking pervert, you shit. And when you're shit-faced.
Twilight leaned in a bit too close and whispered conspiracially.
You think I prefer to now? We'll drop the Princess Molly soon and I'll show you a real freaky time.
Oh my god. I'll show you a real freaky time.
Tempest sighed, pushing the apparently sloshed Twilight out of her personal space.
Pinkie Pie is a horrible influence on you. Can I please finish my story?
Yes, we can. Finish fucking.
Finish fucking.
Tempest shook her head hopelessly.
She said, "Swear to God." What is this? A SpongeBob joke?
Swear to God.
I swear to God, Patrick.
Alcohol is wasted on the youth. So, anyways, he spent the next week or so working on and he kept explaining that it had a gradual process so my body wouldn't reject any graft. So I was going to be doing most of the spellcasting myself.
But your horn.
Well, duh. The first thing he had me get was 2 wands.
2 wands?
Yeah, one for my front legs and one for my back. Something about hind legs and fore legs being different or something. I ain't no wizard. I just got the wands.
Twilight perked up, almost whacking a server with her wing.
Oh, for casting spells. Your horn's all fucked up, so he had to use a wand as a therapeutic propagator. Fascinating.
Therapeutic propagator?
That's probably something sexual.
Sounds like something sexual.
Hello, Gilbert.
Lost my. Well, duh. What do you think the wands were for?
Stilts?
Yeah, no. Well, even with the wands, I wasn't much better at kicking ass and casting spells. It took me a good week of practicing before I was able to do basic levitation without blowing shit up.
Okay, so you just levitated yourself a foot off the ground so you'd be taller?
Well, what? No. Next he explained I needed some animal entrails, about a pound or so per leg.
Oh shoot, sorry,
Hello?
I lost my place.
No.
Animal entrails? Oh, jeez, this is getting gruesome. Did you know...
No, I didn't murder a bunch of baby bunnies. I'm not a monster.
Twilight sighed in relief.
I let other ponies do that.
Twilight face hoofed.
Look, hydras kill all the time, and I don't see you giving them any shit. But, you know that tennis racket and violin strings are made of, right?
Twilight looked a little nauseous as she made the connection.
Oh, right. Cat guts. Actually, my understanding is that we import them from the Griffins. They have less ethical quandaries about that sort of thing. Maybe that's what happened to Chummer. But where'd you get that much cat gut?
Oh, I stole a bunch of tennis rackets from a local orphanage.
You're a monster!
I never said I wasn't.
But,
Tempest took another fry.
Anyway, I got about 4 pounds of cat gut. Brought the bucket of guts. I brought the bucket of guts and I brought it back to old Mophead. A few other odds and ends and side quests, and I had all the ingredients. You know what time it was, Twilight?
Twilight reached for her plate, finding it wanting for fries. She was too drunk to care.
Tempest time?
Yeah, that. Time to cast some spells. Now, personally, just so you know, my opinion is that this next part was a little hooky. A little mythical for my tastes. Suspiciously close to hooey. Wait, no. No more alcohol for that purple one. But we're both the purple one. Ha!
I should probably cut off too. But you said this next part.
Yeah, whole lot of superstitious junk.
I see you're a mayor of reason, like myself.
Tempest rolled her eyes.
careful with the fedora.
Look, I'm a scientist. So my world, it has hypotheses, whatever. You know what those? Well, let me tell you. See, you got claims and fuck. My hypothesis is that I'm drunk and you're cute and you should finish your story.
Tempest entirely failed to hide her blush.
Right. So there was this hot spring outside the town, if you call me. Narc Mopfler, well, he swore up and down and around that the spring was magical. Said it did some amazing things, like pay his child support bill. No, mundane magic like that. But every day I was supposed to trek over the springs and soak in them for half an hour. And, you know, I'm not complaining. I mean, relaxing water, caressing your mane, getting taller. What's not to like?
A glowworm finally blinked in Twilight's inebriated mind, and she pushed her disappearing fries conspiracy away from her conversation partner.
Okay, but like, where does the actual spell casting come into this? How did it all work? I need answers. And for you to stop stealing my fucking fries. First my fries, then my heart. What's next? My magic? Oh, wait.
Tempest giggled nervously.
Yeah, no comment. But yeah, so he had me go to the springs for 10 days in a row. After each soak, he made me rub these mushy, moist catguts all over my legs. It's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Real nasty stuff, all mushy and smelly, gross. Mare, Twilight, you should have been there to smell. I mean, really. I feel like I should be reading this like King Julian.
Do it.
Whatever makes you sound more drunk.
But yeah, so he made me go to the springs for like 10 days in a row, and after each soak, I mean, he made me rub those mushy, moist catguts all over my legs. It was pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, come
Real
on,
nasty stuff, all mushy and smelly and gross. Mare Twilight, you should have been there to smell. I mean, really. Have you ever been to one of those Griffin sushi places? It's like, with like a bunch of health code violations. It's like 90 degrees. It's like 90 degrees. It's like really hot. But icebox is broken, so you got on the fish and...
Please, spare me the details, cheesy crust. Finish your fucking story.
Cheesy crust.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so this is the part that's nasty too. He had me plant seeds in my knees.
You did what?
Right, it's all the herbaments, you remember? So, it made me prepare some of those, you know, those pain deadening ointments. You know, the ones that every mystic healer type has. So I cut the little divots into my knees, and I stuck some magical vine seeds into each of them. Hurt like a fucking bitch. I mean, fuck. The salve barely helped. But the seeds planted themselves into my knees, and then they all kind of sprouted roots through my tendons and those little ligament thingies. And I liked my muscles and my bones and all that. They were pretty soon my knees were basically wood.
Wow, that's a thing. Then what?
Well, yeah. I think I.
Okay.
I'm trying to pin together while.
I give that a 4.1.
This is a really long chapter.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
TLDR, she's part plant. Yeah. TLDR, she's part plant. We're done.
Okay. Pulling the eject cord.
This is too long. This
Kaboosh.
is really long.
We're almost at the end, though.
No, we were not.
Yes, we are. Oh, wait, is there a next chapter? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never mind. Okay.
Well, I mean, if Skybolt, if you want to finish it, I'll finish it with you.
No, that's fine. We can pull the eject cord.
Abort!
Okay. Let me read read the options again. Let me see here. We have broke, where Spike's trying to raise money for his date with Rarity.
Oh my god.
Fair
guys,
going. Oh,
go
you want to
look
do
at
that?
the fan art.
Yeah, let's do that
Go
one.
look at the
All right.
fan art real quick.
I'll be Spike.
Guys,
What?
go look at the fan art real quick.
Oh yeah, I should put that on screen.
Fan art?
I dropped it in the chat.
Well, I see Corona Pone.
No, Max does all just did a picture of Needle as the Queen of Hearts, and then Chris as Alice.
Alice in Wonder Pone. Where is my sort by date? Come on, where is it? Where's the art?
Oh, general images?
Fuck, where'd it go?
It's under East Corp fan art.
Alright, I'll have to save it again. I don't know why it fucking disappeared on me. What the fuck?
Oh, found it.
It disappeared on me. What the fuck?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Apparently, there's another thing with Needle in it. I see it though.
Scrolling.
Uh,
I only saw the one.
yeah, I mean, it's been a hot minute since any.
There it is. Damn it. Okay. On screen. I like it. I like it a lot. So we have Chris, Alice in Wonder Chris blushing, and then our Needle Queen of Hearts.
Trying to figure out if he means like the one that he did originally, like back in February, or if he means like
February.
Oh, I think he means the one from February, because I remember he did the one in February.
One from February?
And then he did one of Sky.
I'm seeing like tons of needle art in this chat. It's like a big needle art dump. Oh my god.
It's because he wanted
references. That's right.
Yeah, he wanted references, so I just dropped all the needle references that I had, and then he drew one of you.
Yeah, that's the last one I see.
He had to print it out and laminate it and give it to you for a badge, but he couldn't because BabsCon got canceled.
Yeah, because the whole world stopped.
Right. But yes, I saw it. It's good. I like it.
Okay, so does broke work for every pony? I think that was a favorite. Got mentioned a few times.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off just because my phone's about to die and that's what I'm currently using.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hop off for a bit. If I'm able to hop back on, cool. If not, have a good day, guys.
Sounds
all right,
good.
yep.
Thank you, Needle.
It was fun having you around. Bye.
All right, Webb. So what? I'm not even sure what characters are in here. I think it's a little bit of everyone. Like Spike walks like around a town. So would you like to be the characters or would you like to be the narrator?
We could do half and half.
Oh
no, wait.
That's what I'm saying is that someone could do.
You know, I'll do the characters. I need to stretch my voice in one way or another.
Sure. Okay. I will do. Yeah, I guess I'll do it normal. Or chat, do you have a silly voice you want me to read the narration in? I'll give it a sec. Well, I finished my root beer. I'd take a voice break. The Gottfried always takes a little bit out of you. I'm really looking forward to just ending this though, like later on, so I can clip out the whole part where we have to describe bongs to Chris. That was so great. That's gonna be the clip for the episode for sure.
Yeah, we'll make this the last story. I mean, I'm up for making this the last story if you are.
Yeah, I might do one more after this, but no, you can feel free to drop off whenever you need to. All right, I'm just gonna start reading. Broke, a financial problem. It was another glorious day in Ponyville. The birds were chirping their merry songs and the sun was blazing, all of the glory overhead. Cloudsdale had declared a sky devoid of any kind of gray, sad aesthetics. Yes, the entire world seemed at peace with itself, and considering the recent skirmishes along the border with Saddle Arabia, it was a welcome sight for every pony. Princess Twilight had outdone herself, making the sun seem brighter than it had ever been before. Everyone was smiling, and no one seemed to be having a bad day. No pony, but a certain purple dragon.
Ah!
Spike howled from his room in the Canterlot Castle.
It's terrible! It's awful! Twilight, I need you!
In an instant, his motherly figure teleported into his room. The burst of magic caused him to cough and wave it away. But the moment that she appeared before his eyes, he ran and embraced her. He began crying in a manner that she had never beheld before, so she immediately deduced that something terrifying had befallen him. She took great compassion on her dragon and sat him on the edge of his bed. She smiled and attempted to comfort him, to not allow his own insanity to invade her system. She knew how susceptible she was to such things, and she took great pains to avoid them. She had sworn off twilighting, as her friends had called it, for good.
Calm down, Spike.
She said gently.
And tell me what's wrong. I have a date with Rarity!
He exclaimed in panic. Twilight was shocked. He hadn't mentioned anything about acquiring an outing with the pretty fashionista. She knew for a fact, well, to be more direct, everyone knew for a fact that he had a massive amount of affection for her. It was often adorable to watch him follow her around like a little lost puppy, willing to do anything to sway her heart. But up to this point, she had been as difficult to get through as the cement that the builders in Manhattan were often up to their saddles in. But at the same time, Twilight was confused as to why getting something so precious would send her little dragon into a ridiculous frenzy. She softly rubbed his back, trying to mother him as she had done all his life, even though he wore the crown of the sibling supreme, and she and Shining Armor had accepted him as the brother they never had. She still felt like his caretaker. Her look was gentle, and her tone was kind as she put forth an inquiry into the matter.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, you wanted to take Rarity out for years, and now you finally have the chance. That should make you jump for joy. I'm broke!
Twilight's eyes nearly bugged out of her head, and she thought she misheard him, so she dramatically removed some earwax and then asked him to repeat himself. When he reiterated his lack of finances, she became dutifully concerned. Like a mother, she was calm and collected throughout the exchange, with absolutely no leaning toward any radical show of emotion, but she just sat there and attempted to survey the situation.
You don't have any bits?
She asked him.
None from your birthday? Heartswarming? The Festival of the Two Sisters?
Now it was Spike's turn to be concerned.
There's no need to yell at me, Twilight. You aren't the one whose life is about to be turned into a swirling mess of doom. But yours is!
Twilight yelled again.
Oh, there must be something we can do. You can't take Rarity out with no money. You couldn't pay for anything. Or worse, she'd have to pay. That's not the gently, dragonly thing to do.
Twilight began hyperventilating excessively, and Spike took the occasion to yell at her that she needed to calm down. She yelled back at him, and so on and so forth, until the whole castle's staff intervened. They managed to separate the two, who continued to yell at each other. Twilight was upset that Spike was going to embarrass himself, and Spike was upset that Twilight was upset. This led into a soup of general discontent, the likes of which the staff had not seen since Luna and Celestia were in the middle of one of their quarrels.
I'll just have to get a job!
Spike exclaimed as he came to his senses.
For one day?
Twilight shrieked.
I mean, come on! The complete and utter acidity acidity of that proposal is just Your Majesty.
Spiffy Sweep, the chief of staff, said.
Far be it from me to command you to do anything, but you simply must control yourself. I don't know what has gotten into you, but this is not the princess I know.
It's the Twilight I know.
Oof, burn, Spike muttered.
What'd you say?
Twilight thundered.
I'm trying to help you, and you're making snide remarks towards me!
Spike swore he saw fire being breathed from his adopted mother-sister's nostrils as he instinctively took a step back. Being a dragon, he knew a thing or two about an open flame, and he wanted no part of it. But you're fireproof. Why would you care? That's kind of weird. So
The raging fires from a mother figure is always more dangerous.
Yeah, it's the metaphorical flame. If the flame touches you, then you can't forget about it. Something Twilight's flares could be worse than his bigger cousins. Still, though, he tried to look brave in the face of some pony who was well known throughout their acquaintances for showing off these kind of crazed tangents.
I'm a boy boy. I can do this. Rawr. Oh, I'm scared.
She seems to have his best interest at heart, although the way she was going about it was all wrong.
I'm sorry, Twilight.
The dragon said.
But the only thing I can do is go out and find somebody who pay me to do something for them for one day. You can't do that! Watch me.
The dragon said before running out of the room, determined to find someone who will pay him something for one day's work. The task seemed impossible, the odds insurmountable, but he knew he had to try. He also knew he had to get away from the beast that had suddenly invaded his bedroom. And then there's a break in the text.
Went from Mama Twilight to Dragon Twilight.
You don't have anything I can do?
Spike asked the local gardener shop owner. He knew that this was the best place in Canterlot to begin looking for a one-day occupation. Mr. Tiller was often in the business of hiring small part-time help, but it seemed that all the slots had been filled for the time being. Tiller was also known for his kindness, and he gave the dragon a sympathetic look.
Sorry, Spike,
he said.
I've got all the help I need for the day.
Drat,
Spike murmured. Tiller smiled.
Ah, young love,
he said.
I remember when I was a quaint young colt and I spied this small filly that I just adored. She was pink with green eyes and the sweetest smile.
Spike returned the smile as he heard the description of what he assumed was Mr. Tiller's wife. After all, Mrs. Tiller was well known for her bright pink coat and adoring green gaze. She was also well versed in the art of friendship and was rather popular around town. It would have been easy for any stallion to fall in love with some pony containing her social stability and graces.
Mrs. Tiller? Was that wonderful, huh? Mr. Tiller?
Spike asked.
Who, my wife? Oh, no, this was Rosethorn.
Mr. Tiller said.
And she became the biggest bully this side of Queen Chrysalis.
Oof. Spike blushed, embarrassed at having brought up the disturbing event in Tiller's past, but the garden shop owner remained kind throughout their conversation, even though he had nothing for Spike to do, so the dragon bade him farewell and walked off toward another of his potential targets. Rarity's own Carousel Boutique. She was sure as Sassy Saddles, the manager, would have some boxes he could shelve for a few extra bits. Upon arriving, though, he found that the doors were locked tight, the lights were all out, and the only visible things were the beautiful outfits adorning the mannequins in the window. He stared at the sheer magnificence of them all, and thought of his beloved Rarity, alone back in Ponyville. He knew she would be coming in on the 12 o'clock train, and that she would be expecting something grand for their first date. His mind ran from scenario after scenario, where she would turn her rump on him and huff in disappointment.
I can't let her down,
he said aloud.
Let who down, Sugar Cube?
A country voice drawled from behind him. He turned and nearly let out a cry of joy at seeing Applejack and Big Mac standing there. Of course, surely they would have some small task he could accomplish for some extra money. He had been completely forgotten about their recent adventure where they would be visiting Canterlot for a few days. They were finalizing a deal that they had to cut with Flim and Flam of all ponies. It seemed the two entities had moved past their little battle over Sweet Apple Acres, and the brothers were running an honest shop in Canterlot.
Sorry. Spike?
Applejack asked, noting the seemingly dazed state that Twilight's assistant was in.
Anyone home? Partner? Little buddy? Twilight's favorite dragon?
Spike shook his head and cleared the cobwebs.
Sorry, AJ, but I'm in a terrible mess. What kind of a mess? And who the heck are you going to disappoint so badly?
Spike blushed deeply.
See, I have a date with Rarity tonight and...
Applejack and Big Mac both smiled and bent down to hug the dragon.
My stars!
AJ said.
Imagine y'all having a date. I mean, we all knew of your closeness, but we never dreamed that it blossomed into romance. I must say, I'm right proud of you. Now then, why would you be disappointing her? Well, see, I'm flat out broke.
Spike confessed.
I have absolutely 0 bits to be able to treat her to anything with. And if I don't have anything, I might as well just give up. I mean, come on! A date with no money? What kind of a mayor wants that?
Applejack and Big Mac shared another smile, and surprisingly, it was the normally quiet Stallion who offered a solution.
I remember when I was just starting to date Sugar Belle. She was the most amazing thing that ever did befall me, and I was the luckiest pony in Equestria. We had just left the farm for a night on the town when I realized I was flat out broke. I was so embarrassed and humiliated that I didn't know what to do. Fortunately, Sugar's love for me broke through and we returned to the farm. We made dinner together, ate together, and then just sat on the porch and looked at the stars. And do you know what?
What?
Spike asked.
It was the most beautiful thing any of us have ever experienced.
Spike looked confused. While Big Mac's story was wonderful to hear, it just didn't seem to fit his situation. Sugar Bill was a simple pony who took a liking to the less stressful, more wholesome things in life. Rarity was the complete opposite. Rarity liked the fanciful and the frou-frou. She was into the popular and chic. Big Mac's solution might have worked for Sugar Belle, but it wouldn't work for Rarity. She would expect some kind of to-do at dinner and a 3-hoof restaurant and a 3-hour-long romantic movie afterwards.
I think what Big Mac's trying to say,
Applejack said,
is that being yourself is just about the best thing you can be. But Rarity won't want that!
Spike exclaimed in panic.
She's going to want something huge and over extravagant, expensive, and I have to give it to her. If I don't, she'll never want to go out with me again.
Applejack and Big Mac looked at each other and sighed. It seemed that Spike wasn't getting their message, and that worried them. Yes, Rarity was a pony who concerned herself with the elegant and popular, but she was also concerned with gaining good friendships and helping ponies reveal their true selves. The heart was more important than the superficial, even to a beautiful pony like Rarity. It was true that sometimes she went overboard with her love of fashion, but she always reined herself in. Now, it was time for Spike to learn to do the same.
Look, Sugar Cube,
Applejack said.
I don't think Rarity would want all the fuss being made about her. Fuss being made about who, darling?
An accented voice sounded from behind them. Spike jumped and turned to stare into the blue eyes of his beloved Rarity. She blinked down at him and smiled.
Spiky!
She cried, grasping him in a hug.
Oh, darling, it's been much too long. How I miss you.
Spike was terrified, but went along with her greeting.
I, missed you too. Thank you ever so much for offering to take me out tonight. I'm sure it'd be positively divine.
Her smile was as radiant as ever, her eyes bloomed like flowers, her mane was perfectly coiffed, and her tail expertly curled. Even her cutie mark seemed to shine brighter than ever before. All of these things made Spike incredibly nervous. How could he tell her that he didn't have the bits to take her out that night? He just couldn't disappoint her, not after working so hard to try and make a great romantic impression on her. He looked back at Applejack and Big Mac, who smiled and seemed to nod collectively. It was odd seeing both of their heads bounce up and down at the same time, but it also showed just how close they were as siblings. They could read each other like books, and it was no different for anyone else in the Apple family. Spike had understood their point fully, but he still found it difficult to tell Rarity the truth. He turned back to her.
Rare?
He said.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but I woke up this morning and found out that I was broke. I have no money to be able to take you out tonight. If you're disappointed or want to cancel a date, I completely understand. No mare wants her stallion or dragon to be financially underwhelming.
Oof. To his surprise, she bent down and kissed him on the cheek.
Oh, Spike,
she said.
I never wanted this to be about how much money you have. I just wanted to spend time with you. You did?
Rarity nodded cutely.
Absolutely, darling. You're the entire reason I made this trip to Canterlot, so don't think for 1 second that I'm canceling our evening. We'll just have to find other things to do. Well, would you like dinner in the castle, then a walk around the garden be nice? Darling, it sounds heavenly.
Rarity responded, and with that the two trotted off happily. There seemed to be an aura of love around them that would have impressed any pony. It didn't matter that their financial situation was... They were just happy to be together. The entire exchange had taken such little time and had left such a lasting impact. The two had left Big Mac and Applejack standing staring, and AJ noticed that her brother's eye had grown misty. She giggled and winked at him.
Remind you of anything in particular, Big Mac?
Yep.
Big Mac responded. Well, all right. It all worked out in the end.
That was a good one.
I don't know why he couldn't just get, like, a short-term loan from, like, Twilight or something, though. I know he pissed her off, so that routed that option, but it's like, come on, bro. There were other options.
It's whatever the author wanted. Plus, who knows how much money Twilight actually has?
She's a princess. She just has to raid the treasury.
What treasury? That's the question.
I don't know. That castle looks pretty expensive, though. She could just sell some pieces off of it. Okay. Well, I think we probably have reached the most that we can do for one day. I'm starting to wear out myself.
Same here. But no, that was fun. Even though we all kind of pettered out and had our own things to do, but that was still fun to do.
We had a quick burst. Like, we started off with 6 people, but then it tapered off after the second hour. But it was good. Scorekeeper had a question in the chat, but I think only you are here besides me.
Yeah, we were like a firework. We started off strong and then puttered out.
Yeah.
So anyway, Scrollkeeper's question. Before we continue, I must ask for more feedback on my FIC, please. And what are your thoughts on East Star Industries? Copyright infringement? No, I'm kidding. What do you think? Skybolt?
He sort of saw my feedback on the front end, so I think he was looking for more of a crowd response when we read it.
It was interesting, but I do agree with Needle. It was a bit short and just seemed to go by real fast.
Plus, the show isn't usually about, like, reading more serious fics. We're usually reading these, like, one-off little silly fics that we can kind of make fun of. It's why, usually when we ask for user submissions, we don't want their fan fiction, because obviously we don't want to, like, make fun of it or anything if someone's watching it. But that's why we dive into the well of classics more often than not.
That's true.
Speaking of which, I've been going through some of the older episodes too. I want to take out a few more clips, I think, for the channel. Some old gems that people might not have heard for a while. The classic. Anyway, though, this was a great episode, and I think we got most of the user submitted fics read. There are a few more, and we will hopefully get to them on the next episode, which will hopefully be sometime soon-ish, considering we're still stuck in quarantine. So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Maybe if not later on this month, maybe sometime next month.
Yeah, probably. Well, we'll see what happens and go with what people's schedules are.
Sounds like a plan to me. But
alrighty. Well,
yeah, that's it.
Thank you everyone for joining us for What's the FIC and number 8. Had a great time. Looking forward to the clips of what we've got here, and we hope everyone's safe from Corona Pona as her ever presence continues in places where we don't want her. Alrighty, and we will talk to you all later.
Bye-bye.